Hello everyone, and welcome to my 1920 NHL season fantasy hockey draft. Hello everyone, how are we doing this evening? It's nice to see ya. How you all been? Good? How are the kids? Wonderful. I'm great, thanks for asking too. This is the second live draft I have, or I will be doing on this channel, over its channel's lifetime. Um, and yeah, I asked you guys to join the fantasy league for this year, and you guys joined, which is great. We've managed to max out the league completely, which last year we didn't do. So thanks for that, guys. Really do appreciate that. For those of you who didn't get into the league, I do apologise, but there were 20 spots. I tried to say it as much as possible with the time that I had, so apologies if you didn't get in, but that's sometimes the way things work. So the draft will be starting in just under 10 minutes, so that's pretty good. I've got the 14th pick, which kind of sucks. I had the first pick last year, which I didn't do specifically. I will just point that out. I didn't go, you know what, I feel like having the first overall pick because screw everyone else. No, it randomized it and was like, yeah, we'll give Old Man Rush the first overall pick, why not? Hello everyone, I'm going to be very active talking to the chat in this live stream, by the way. I love talking to the live chat. With my podcasts and stuff recently, we don't really get as much opportunity to. So if you want me to do like more like proper live streams, then do let me know. I haven't done one in a very long time, so it'd be awesome. Is that a Nordiques jersey? Kasuk 6? Is that how you pronounce it? Damn right it is. Quebec Nordiques jersey, son. Beautiful. I love it. It was on sale on the NHL International shop, and I was like, I've got to get one. I love them. I've been wanting to get one all summer because I worked over in Montreal over the summer. I worked at a summer camp over there, so I just absolutely had to get one. And it was on sale. It was like £40 off. So I was like, damn it, I'm getting it. Why not? They also have like the vintage LA Kings jersey on offer there, and that jersey's really grown on me recently. I didn't really think much of it before, but I've seen it more, and like, yeah, I just really want one, and that's on sale as well, so it's on my bucket list. I don't know how much longer the sale's going to be for. In terms of NHL stuff, if you guys want me to discuss any of the latest NHL news, all of the restricted free agents, especially both the Winnipeg Jets guys signing yesterday, let me know. I mean, this is going to be a long ass live stream. The one we did last year took 3.5 hours. So the good thing is we spent like the first hour of that trying to get enough people to join the league. We don't have that problem this year, so we can just jump straight into the draft. As long as it's not a Dallas Stars jersey, I'm happy. I do have a Dallas Stars home jersey because they're absolutely beautiful, but I'm not wearing it. I'm wearing a Nordiques jersey. I mean, I don't think anybody can be mad at me wearing a Nordiques jersey. Like, they literally don't exist anymore. So, you know, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. How's the stream for you guys? Is it all set up okay? Is it all sorted? I just want to make sure everything's okay. It looks like it's all working okay, and if there's any problems as the stream goes along, do tell me. Please do. That would be really helpful. Absolutely. Pick Connor McDavid. Hi, Johnny. Nice to meet you. Or if you've been before. I apologise if there's some of you that have been in the stream before that I don't recognise. That's really bad of me. I'll just put that out there. But at the same time, there's 13,000 people that are crazy enough to have subscribed to my channel. So there's quite a few people to kind of forget, you know. I apologise. And if you're new here, hi. I'll try not to forget you. Johnny, what do you say? Pick Connor McDavid. I've got the 14th pick, so I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I'd love to. Sure, I picked him first last year, and he was very good to me, so I guess we'll find out. We've got quite a few of you in here, so if you are part of the draft, awesome. You get to see it from my perspective as well. If you're not part of the draft and just want to watch and see what happens and drop in, drop out and see how it goes, then you're more than welcome to. Maybe suggest some guys I should pick. Considering I'm picking 14th, I do have a strategy. It depends who gets picked by everybody else from 1 to 13. I am considering going with a goaltender first, just dependent on how far we go down that list. Because there's one goaltender that I've got my eye on, and because goalies can be pretty helpful, especially in fantasy, so there you go. So everybody better be in the next 5 minutes. If you're on the Odd Man Rush Discord server, yeah, you've got to, if you're on the Discord server, make sure everybody is on the draft. We've got to be ready. I've set it to 90 seconds each round. The only person that I know definitely cannot be here is, of course, my podcast co-host, Chris Gadsby. He is working a hockey game tonight, so unfortunately he can't make it. So he's going to auto-draft his team. Then again, he won last year with an auto-drafted team, so I don't think he'll complain. I guess we'll find out. So trust me, goalies don't get as many points as forwards. Don't pick a goalie first time. It depends who people pick, Tom. It depends who people pick. Like if a load of goalies go first, I'm just going to take a forward, absolutely. But I want to see the landscape first. That's the good thing about having the 14th pick. I can kind of see the trends that other teams go with and figure it out from there. I'm probably going to pick a forward to begin with. I mean, if we're looking at like 14th overall, we've got Landeskog, we've got Eichel, we've got Kane, we've got Wheeler, we've got Tkachuk, I think Tkachuk's going to have a fantastic year. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys, one of these guys will be available. Braden Point, I might pick him up because, I mean, he's a stud. Braden Point's absolutely incredible. Like, there's some solid players in the top 20, top 50, so I'm sure I'll be able to find somebody. I'm not the kind of person, especially last year in the draft, that goes for, let's pick all of our forwards, then all of our defensemen, then all of our goaltenders. Like, you've got to find the nice mix of picking up a solid player because you know a player like that won't be available later on, especially in a goaltending position or a defense position, because the one thing I don't like about fantasy sports is it doesn't reward the defensive defenseman, or it doesn't reward them enough. It's all points-based, which, I mean, is fine, especially for the forwards, but I feel like a lot of defensemen go very much under the radar that are solid defensemen, but because they don't put up 50, 60 points a year, they're not considered good defensemen or in the top 50, which I'm not sure I agree with. Sure, you need to have offense from the back end as well. However, they've got to be able to keep the puck out their own net. You know, that's their job as well. Any thoughts on the new look Habs? I haven't really watched too much of the Habs preseason so far. I keep seeing all of these like clickbait trade rumours websites going, oh, Jonathan Drouin's on the trade block. Mark Bergevin's come out and gone, he's not on the trade block, which, I mean, could mean nothing, could mean everything. They look pretty good. I think they've got some solid young players. They recently signed Nick Suzuki, didn't they, to his entry-level contract. He recently buried the overtime winner, didn't he? So, yeah, they've got some solid players there in Montreal. It's going to take a few years to get there. I feel like they're in a similar position to the New York Rangers. However, I think the New York Rangers have a lot more higher draft picks and prospects in a smaller window of time that they've all picked. So, they have more players to pick from, if you know what I mean. Like, sure, the Rangers still have Lundqvist and they still have Mark Stahl and players like that, but, like, Montreal still have Price and Weber. So there's a lot of similarities to find in that. Oh, we are 1 minute away from the draft. These fellas better get in the draft. I won't be happy if not everyone's here except Chris. There's 20 people in this league. I'll fight you. I won't fight you. I'll probably lose. But I can think that I'd win. And sometimes that's the most important thing, right? You pick performer, you better not take Taro Tsujimoto. I have had a few of you mention or ask me what's going on with the Pee Wee to Pro series. I only just got back from I say I only just got back. It's been about a month since I got back from working over in Montreal over the summer. So I've very much been picking up as I went along. Like, bearing in mind, the last video that I put out was August 2nd, before I came home. I recorded that video in June, like mid-June, early June. So it's been a while. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, which seems to be going incredibly well. Here we go. First pick on the clock, and Max isn't here. I'm gonna have to send him a message. Guys. I mean, it's disappointing. I'm kind of half kidding, but I'm kind of not, because he should be here. You should all be here, you know? Do it. Let me send him a message. One moment. Sorry, how rude of me. Otherwise, he's just going to have Kucherov picked, I would imagine. It will just auto-pick for him. So hopefully he turns up soon. He's got 50 seconds. So I've given everybody a minute and a half to make their pick. So let's figure it out. I've got a few guys that I'm interested in picking further down the draft as well. So we'll see. There's still a few people that still aren't here, which is great. Like, it's kind of like I don't want to kick people out because they signed up first. But if there's people that are here and ready to actually draft, then, you know, just a bit annoying, really. Thank you, Candriff. Appreciate it, bud. So yeah, hello everyone. How's it going? How you been? Feel free to ask me any questions in the chat. Feel free to talk about hockey. Ask me questions about the NHL, other leagues, the channel. The channel's doing really well. I mean, we're almost at the point where 4 out of the 5 videos that I've uploaded since I've come home have hit 10,000 views, which a year ago, that would have been crazy. Okay, so Max did make a pick. Connor McDavid. Good choice. I approve that choice. So now we have the Thrashers up. Oh, rest in peace, Atlanta Thrashers. It's probably not the Atlanta Thrashers. I don't know what team name this is. The Savonlinna Thrashers. Nice. It's a pretty good, pretty nice name. What are the matchups in the league? So, the way the matchups work in this league is we have our teams. Oh, and Nathan McKinnon goes second. Very nice, very nice. You play against another opponent for an entire week. Whoever has the most points from all of their players at the end of that week gets the win, basically. Hopefully that makes sense. How many players are up for grabs? I believe it's 8 forwards. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8... No, it might be 9 forwards. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 forwards, 5 defensemen, 2 goalies, something like that. It's 22 players is your roster limit. Sorry, I thought I started at 2. No worries, man. No worries. So on the clock, number 13. I don't know what this one is. So we've had McDavid. It's Cardiff Block 13. Yeah, I saw that name. That made me smile. There's no H, so it's not the Thrashers. I thought there was. Oh yeah, the H earlier. I get you. Good call. So yeah, everybody get in this draft. How many goalies do you get? Usually 2. That's usually the plan for how many goalies you get. Great defense, horrific contracts. The Minnesota Wild, yep. Yeah, the Minnesota Wild are an interesting one. The problem is they've still got the Parise contract and they've still got the Suter contract. So they can't really go into a full-on rebuild. And they want to still compete and be like a second-round exit team. So, I mean, Zuccarello is going to be a nice player for them. I think he's going to be solid for them, but I guess we'll see. So, Kucherov goes 3rd overall to the Cardiff Block 13. Now we have the missing teeth up with their draft pick. So, I believe there's 14 picks. No. Well, it's going to be 22 rounds of the draft. So, yeah. It's going to take a while, guys. So, hopefully you're in it for the long haul. I hope so, anyway. If you're not, then sorry. You're going to be like, if you need to go in and out, that's fine too. The Mars missing teeth take David Pasternak with the 4th overall pick. That's a pretty nice choice. I'm very much keeping an eye on the Boston Bruins this year. Of course, me doing the podcast for the Hockey Podcast Network, which I shall remind you guys, first episode's tomorrow. So check that out. I'll show you at the end of the stream if you guys want what's going on with all that. But yeah, tomorrow, the very first episodes of the Hockey Podcast Network are going out. And the very first podcast that I'm doing as part of that network with Chris, Brits on Bruins. So I think it'll be available on Spotify. And I'll have to double check. I think it's Spotify and like Apple Music and stuff like that. Like most of the like reputable places, you know. So even if you're not a Bruins fan, I would love it if you could go and check it out just to see if you like it. And they've got podcasts for every single NHL team. I'm definitely going to check out the Rangers podcast. I'm excited to see what they have to say about the Rangers. I love the New York Rangers, as you might know. I'm a big New York Rangers fan. I've watched every single preseason game, although I fell asleep during one of them because it was at like 2:30 in the morning. I mean, that's fair, right? Bringing back the dream team never works. Absolutely. How do they get points? Points are based on... so goalies, they're based on wins and saves, I believe. So Mikko Rantanen goes 5th overall. Recently signed his contract. Chris is on the clock now, but he's going to auto-draft, so we'll see how that goes. So Marchand at number 5 is still there. Sidney Crosby at number 6. That's a pretty decent pick for anybody that wants it. So I've got myself some Pepsi Max with raspberry today. And once this is done, because I know it's going to be a long-ass stream, just a standard Pepsi Max. This stream is not sponsored by Pepsi Max, but I'd love it if they did. So maybe one day I'll get big enough and Pepsi will want to sponsor my stupid hockey live streams. I guess we'll figure it out, lads. One day, a boy can dream, right? Wow, 32 people here today. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I am. Diet Coke is better. Ben, you're wrong. If you think that Diet Coke is better than Pepsi Max, we're not going to get on. I'm sorry. It's not me, it's you. I think Auto Draft is picking whoever's at the top of the list. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But then again, it's for those people that, you know, obviously aren't here. That means it's going to speed up a little bit, but as long as most of us are here, then the draft should go relatively quickly. You have 90 seconds to make your pick. I think further down the draft, it'll be a lot easier to just pick a player you're either interested in or is at the top of the list. So, or a player that you need to fit a certain space. So, why not? So, we're on pick number 7. We have the other Outlaws. We have 2 different Outlaw teams. The Turku Outlaws and the Nottingham Outlaws. That's going to get super confusing, but it doesn't matter. Because we're in this together, folks. I'm starting the inspirational speeches. We're what, 20 minutes into this stream? The inspirational speeches are already here. Can I pick Kirky? Unfortunately not. If only, you know, if only. So far we've had Mcdavid go first, McKinnon go second, Kucherov go third, Pasternak go fourth, or Pasternak, or however you want to call him. I'm British, we have an accent. Mikko Rantanen going 5th, and Brad Marchand going 6th. 2 Boston Bruins players really high up the list. So we've had 2 Bruins and 2 Avalanche players go. Interesting. Yeah, so feel free to talk to me in the chat. You guys are going to be the ones that keep me sane throughout this live stream, I would imagine. It's going to be a long one, folks, so buckle in. I know I have. So let's see. Pick 12, I think I am a shoo-in to win the league. I'm just reading the league chat as well as that goes along. So the Outlaws have 10 more seconds to make their pick. I think we had it at 2-minute picks last year, and that just made it feel like an eternity. So we'll see what happens. He's probably going to pick Crosby because he's the top player. And yep, Sidney Crosby goes to Turku. So now the Jets are on the clock. The Croatian Jets, part of the league last year. I don't understand how you pick. You wait until your turn, and you press the pick button. That's pretty much it. So, fun facts with Odd Man Rush. Alex Ovechkin going 8th overall with the Croatian Jets. Now we have the Seattle Spitfire. Auto drafts, wait till their time limit is up. Yeah, auto draft for some reason. I think it gives the player a chance to jump in if they really want to, which is a bit annoying, but you know. Yeah, so Steven Stamkos going 9th overall. So we're pretty much following the trend. Brent Burns hasn't gone yet, but still plenty of time. Oh, it's almost my pick, guys. Team McClafferty, is that how I pronounce that? There we go. Auto draft picks immediately. Yeah, auto draft picking immediately would be so much more ideal, but this isn't an ideal world we live in, folks. So, just got to make do with what you've got, really, don't you? So, Brent Burns still up there at number 8. I will imagine he'll be picked at some point if he's not picked now. I wouldn't be surprised if some people left him, because it means if they pick him, they won't get a Sagan or a Tkachuk or a Eichel or a Landeskog, you know? I mean, people might decide to pick a defenseman first. He had 68 assists last year, but do you want 62 assists? Do you want 62 assists over 35 goals? I guess that's up for you to decide, I guess. So for the most part, people are here, which is great. So I have the 14th overall pick and the 27th overall pick. Okay, that's not too bad. So then I'll have to wait ages until my next pick. So you guys will have to keep me entertained. I'll keep you entertained if you keep me entertained. That sounds fair, right? Good. I think it waits the first full round, then after it goes auto. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. It's been just over a year since I did last year's, so I don't know. I've forgotten. I could barely remember what I did like 3 days ago. So Brent Burns gets picked because it was the auto draft. Fair enough. Oh, 3 more picks until it's my go. So the Flames are on the clock. Who's this? The Baltimore Flames. Let's see who the Baltimore Flames pick. Tyler Seguin is currently the top player on the list. You also have Matthew Tkachuk, Jack Eichel, Gabriel Landeskog. I'm thinking, to be honest, like, you want to go for a guy that gets both goals and assists, in my opinion. So, like, Eichel, in my opinion, is probably the best pick at the moment. You know, like, sure, he doesn't have 35, 36 goals, but he has 58 assists. Or Patrick Kane, for example. Patrick Kane's a solid pick. 37 goals and 61 assists. Blake Wheeler's the same, but then again, like, some of those older guys, you don't know if they're going to replicate that. So it'll be very interesting to see. I'll have so you can all help me how completing. So 30 seconds left of this pick. I thought, isn't this one here? Guys, come on, let's go. Let's pick. Let's pick these players. Am I being impatient? I feel like I'm being impatient. I'm being impatient. It's because I just want to pick. This isn't going to be as bad as picking first and last in every round. Because like last year I had the first pick and then like, because there was only like 16, 17 players, the first pick and the 17th pick. Sorry, the 18th picks. Then I'd pick first pick and then I'd have like the 26th pick, you know. So Tyler Seguin goes to the Baltimore Flames. Okay, decent choice. The Trapezoids are on the clock now. Let's see who they pick. The Ohio Trapezoids. Oh, 2 more picks. I'm getting so excited, guys. Quebec Nordiques. Quebec Nordiques. So how's it going, guys? How's life? Is it good? Glad to hear it. Great. I'm doing pretty well too, thanks for asking. It's going pretty well from me. Johnny Gaudreau would be another decent pick here as well, actually. Okay, so Jack Eichel goes to the Ohio Trapezoids. So now we have the Angry Beavers on the clock. The Missouri Angry Beavers. And then we've got Odd Man Rush. Odd Man Rush. He's the best. Here I am. So I'm on the clock. Matthew Tkachuk is the top choice. Patrick Kane gets his pick. Okay, I need to think about this now. I kind of skimmed past it. So I could go for Tkachuk. I think he's going to have a solid year this year. He recently signed his contract. Maybe a little bit slow to start, but he might get better. Landeskog had a good year, but I don't know if that'll be replicated. He has some solid line mates, but he was kind of the weak link on that line in terms of point production. Having said that, he's still got like 80 points. Blake Wheeler was a solid pick, but their team's gone to shit these last few weeks. Braden Point, he's a solid pickup. He can only get better. Johnny Gaudreau's a nice pick. I do quite like that. Alexander Barkov is an awesome pick as well. Leon Draisaitl, the only guy to score 40 goals, but the Oilers suck. I don't know. Who else do I go for? I mean, if we're talking like fantasy points, like Gaudreau, Barkov's got the most. Tkachuk's got decent numbers. It's Barkov first, then Draisaitl, then Gaudreau. Okay. I feel like Tkachuk's going to have a really solid year, though. I feel like 36 goals, 47 points. I don't think he's going to slump. I don't think things are going to go wrong. Screw it. I'm drafting Tkachuk. Boom. Matthew Tkachuk, welcome to the Odd Man Rush team this year, bud. He's a little Rottweiler, Matthew Tkachuk. I love him. He's the kind of player, he's very similar to Brendan Lemieux. Oh, and the 15th pick goes to Braden Point. Fair enough. Like, he's very similar to Brendan Lemieux in the case that, like, you really want him on your team, except Matthew Tkachuk puts up a ton more points than Brendan Lemieux does. God, did anybody watch the Rangers-Islanders game last night? There was so much anger in that. So yeah, I've gone with Matthew Tkachuk. Hello everybody that's joining the stream. Hello everybody that's not part of it but wants to tune and say hello. I'm going to be here for a while. It's going to take a shit long time. Shit, that doesn't make any sense. You know, like when you say something and then you realise that just doesn't make any sense, what you've just said. That's literally what just happened there, so. Hi! So yeah, the netters are on. So yeah, like you guys mentioned, they're going to go straight to auto, which will make things a little bit quicker. Hopefully it'll only take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to go through the whole thing. The Hamilton Clappers are on the... they are on the board now. So now my question is, like, do I go for something like... Do I go for a defenseman? Do I go for a goaltender? Because I kind of want to have all of them set up really nicely. I just chose one. Alexander Barkov, the Newport Netters, get their pick. Nice. Are you able to turn your audio up? Yes, I am. I will put it up to like 2.5. That's perfect. Okay. Hopefully that should be a little bit nicer. It shouldn't be too loud for you. Do let me know. I'll keep editing it as I go along. So you picked Braden Point. Wait, who did you pick, Ben? You picked Barkov, right? Barkov's a solid pickup. One of the most underrated guys in the world. So, yeah. Gabriel Landeskog goes to the Hamilton Clappers. Nice. Okay. Decent job. Oh my god, my ears. Oh, was that too loud? Oh, sorry. Do you want me to turn it down? Do you want me to turn it down? I'm sorry, that was really mean of me. Yeah, so you picked the Newport Netters. Yeah, Barkov's a solid pickup. You know he's going to put up a ton of points. The problem is he's the kind of guy that isn't the best for fantasy, but he's a player you want on your team, you know? Mark Giordano on defense. That could be a decent pickup. I think it's because I have headphones in. Fair enough. So who else we got? So we got Sucker Punch, the Belfast Sucker Punch Northern Ireland. I like it. Very nice. We've got a few more picks. I've got pick number 27. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Let's see what's going on. So, there's 2 goaltenders and 1 defenseman from 16 to 33. Interesting. Who did you pick? Max, you picked Mcdavid, I believe. So, congratulations. You got Connor McDavid. Pretty nice pickup, if you ask me. Pick Darlene for D-Man. He's going to have a breakout year. It depends where his, average draft is, you know? Let's have a look. So, Blake Wheeler goes to the Belfast Sucker Punch, Northern Ireland. John Tavares goes to the Trondheim Raiders. And then we've got Djurgården? I don't know. You tell me how it's pronounced. I'll get it wrong anyway, but, you know, I'll try my best. That's all that matters, right? You just got to try. Look to take Gusev in that. Gusev is a good shout by Tyler O'Leary. I am a big fan of Nikita Gusev. Yeah, I've got to be. I've got to be honest. Some of you know that I follow SK St. Petersburg, and I followed them for the last 2 seasons or so, 2 or 3 seasons. Nikita Gusev is a solid hockey player. He was fantastic in the KHL, but he's not one of these guys that's like, oh, he won't adjust very well to the NHL rinks. I think he'll be fine, especially with Jack Hughes and Taylor Hall. They'll be fine. Austin Matthews goes 20th overall to Stockholm Desjardins. Then Johnny Gaudreau. That's a nice pickup. Those are some solid players going there. Trondheim, you took mine. Andrei Vasilevsky. I was thinking about going for him. Then Sebastian Aho gets picked. I was thinking about going for him. Wow, the Hamilton Clappers going with Max Domi. That's a bold choice. Especially where we are at the draft at the moment. That's a very bold choice. I mean, fair play to you. Fair play. However, really? Taylor Hall, it's a decent choice. I think he's going to have a solid year, provided he doesn't get injured again. I'm the pick after this. God, so many decent players. Mitch Marner goes to the other team. Okay, so I kind of want to pick a defenseman. John Carlson might be a nice choice. I want to look at defenseman. Who are we working with here? John Carlson was by far the best one, noticeably. Victor Hedman. Eric Carlson had a down year, but he could absolutely break out. Morgan Riley had a pretty decent year as well. I don't know. I could probably get a defenseman later on, though, because the defenseman... The thing is, there's not really much in it between them, so there's not really much point. Whereas I could go for somebody like Draisaitl. Jonathan Huberdeau's a nice pickup. Draisaitl's a nice pickup. Evgeny Malkin, I feel like he's going to have a bounce-back year. You know what? I'm going for the bread man. He's a New York Ranger now, boys. He's on the team. Artemi Panarin. He's going to kill it this year, boys. Did you see him in pre-season? Nailed it. 10 out of 10. Best player ever. I'm taking Artemi Panarin. I've got the bread man. Love it. I knew he was going to get taken by somebody else. Because I know I had the, 27th pick. I'm not going to pick until 30, 43 or 47 or something like that. So yeah. Did Kako make the team? I think he's going to. I believe he has. Max Domi fights, Scott Saborin, chirps and shoo. Thanks, Sportsnet. Leon Draisaitl goes. Ben Bishop goes. Dylan Larkin goes. Jonathan Huberdeau goes. Okay, so now we're starting to roll through a couple of these. Alexander Radulov is the next highest one on the list. We have the Spitfire up at the moment, the Seattle Spitfire. Let's see how they do. Yeah, I think Capo Kako is going to make the team. He didn't score in preseason. He did everything else but score. There were points where Kako was a little bit invisible, but like he's an 18-year-old kid, like figuring out. Like, he made some fantastic passes. He made some fantastic plays. I have no doubt that Kako is going to be solid this year. He may not live up to the like 60, 70 point hype that everybody seems to give him. It might take him a year or two to like properly adjust, but once he gets going, he's going to be solid. I know it. I absolutely know it. So Radulov goes. Carey Price goes to the Lions. That's a pretty decent pick. Marc-Andre Fleury's gone. Evgeny Malkin's gone. Decent picks. Not too bad. Not too bad. I've got the 54th pick. So that's why I picked a guy like Panarin. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get him again, so why not, you know? But Kako is getting Rookie of the Year over Hughes. I would not complain. Fun fact, this is getting Kako is the first time the New York Rangers had a top 2 pick ever in the NHL entry draft. Ever. Since the NHL entry draft, as we know it today, came into existence, the New York Rangers had never had the first or second overall pick. You know? And you know how the first and second overall pick are franchise changes? There you go. Should I draft veterans on fantasy? It's up to you. It's up to you. I have a player in mind, but I probably want to get him. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you have a list of players, and then there's one that you really want, and it's like 2 picks away from your pick, and somebody takes it, and you just want to die. I mean, maybe not that extreme, but you know what I mean, right? Considering they've been in the league for over 100 years, and they have won as many cups as they have, that's pretty impressive. Exactly. I mean, like, before, like, the actual draft as we know it today, they had, of course, the previous draft. Like, they had, like, rookie drafts before that, but it wasn't the NHL entry draft. They got Brad Park the year before, which was a number 2 overall pick, I think. But that was the year before the draft actually became, like, the draft. Jack One. Hi, Odd Man Rush. I'm a Giants fan. Hi, Jack One. I'm a Nottingham Panthers, New York Rangers, SK St. Petersburg, Sheffield Steelers, Peterborough Pete's fan. Is that enough hockey teams? I feel like that is. Maybe. Mark Stone gets picked in 19th in the second round. At least you're kind of in the middle. Like, the last 3 picks have to wait an eternity for their third pick. Exactly. I'm actually pretty much, well, just over slap bang in the middle, which is pretty good. I'm not going to complain. Claude Giroux gets picked with the 20th pick in round 2. So this is going pretty fast. I'm quite impressed with this so far. We've been streaming for about 40 minutes. Is it 40 minutes? Yeah, about 40 minutes, and by the looks of it, the stream in terms of the technical stuff is going well. No, don't take Elias Pettersson. Max immediately takes Elias Pettersson. Wow. So you got Giroux and Pettersson. Those are some pretty decent picks. Pretty decent picks, if you ask me. Morgan Riley goes. Mark Scheifele goes. Okay, there's some decent picks going here. This is going to be my first time doing fantasy today. Well, good luck. Hope it goes well. This is my second time doing proper fantasy hockey. Did it last year. The only thing I wish is that everybody in the league remembers it. It's kind of the problem we had last year. Oh my god, players are going so quick. So, O'Reilly went. Kuznetsov went. Hope he doesn't take any of that snow this year. Jamie Benn goes. Couturier goes. Oh, Sergei Bobrovsky is a solid choice. That is a good pick. Whoever made that choice, nice idea. I need to look at the goaltenders. Which goaltenders are still available? I'm picking soon. Varlamov, Binnington. Oh, God. There's not the best goaltenders available. Holtby's still there, but he didn't really have a very good season. I say they had 32 wins. Martin Jones, Frederick Anderson could be good this year. Let's see. I've got to pick a goaltender next because otherwise I'm going to get a really bad goaltender. Mark Giordano, DeBrincat went, Tarasenko went, Giordano went. Any pointers for the draft? Don't forget about goaltenders. Pick a goaltender in one of the early rounds of the draft, because otherwise you're going to be left with the scraps. Eric Carlson goes to the Ohio Trapezoids. Angry Beavers. I'm picking a goaltender next. That's what's happening. That's how it's going to go. So, hello everyone. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Wow, 40 people watching. Well, it's very nice to see you all. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Hope you're enjoying just chilling with me, talking about some hockey. Why not? It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. It's all good. I hope you're enjoying watching me try and draft a hockey team. Happens about once a year. It's kind of how fantasy hockey works. Okay. They picked Frederick Anderson. You're just trolling me at this point. I have a feeling like everybody's just going to make me have the worst hockey team possible. Now, I kind of feel like I want to go for somebody like Jordan Binnington. I feel like that's like a high-risk, high-reward pick. You know, because like he had such a fantastic year last year that I feel like he could replicate that with another solid year. But then again, like, what if he doesn't? Then it's going to go awfully. I don't know. Martin Jones had another solid year. Mrazek was okay. Well, I say he had 30 wins last year. He had a pretty decent season. Or do I leave it for later? What about defensemen? Letang, Dunbar, Klingberg's a good choice. PK Subban, I feel like would have a breakout year again. Who's still available? Phil Kessel, I don't think he's going to do fine in Arizona, but I don't think he's going to do that well. I need to pick somebody, damn it. Yeah, let's go for Dustin Byfuglien. That'll work out well. Rasmus Dahlin. I feel like I could get him later, though. John Klingberg. I had him last year. He was solid. I'll pick him again. There you go. Sorted. Okay, I made my pick. There's plenty of still decent goaltenders. The reason I didn't pick a goaltender is because there's still plenty of goaltenders up for offer. Guys that had like 28 win seasons or like 30 win seasons. So I'm feeling pretty good about it, you know. Roman Josi goes the pick after me. The fact is, I wanted Frederick Anderson, and then the Missouri Angry Beavers took him from me. I just wanted Freddie Anderson. Okay, Binnington's gone. I guess he's not a choice anymore. I love how I say I'm going to pick a goaltender, then everybody goes, we need to pick a goaltender. See? The last 3 picks have been goaltenders. I kind of feel like I'm not following my own advice now, but you've just got to see who's gone, because if everybody starts picking goaltenders, you can go and swipe up a solid roster player. Like, I've picked up one of the best defensive defensemen in the league at the moment, so, you know, I'll take it. Why not? Ranta, I am not picking Antti-Ranta. He is an absolute liability. And not from like he's a bad goaltender. He's just never healthy. He's never healthy. So I why pick him? Why pick him if he's never healthy? He was a fantastic goaltender for the New York Rangers. I really liked him with the Rangers. There was a part of me when he was traded away that I wish they'd kept him. I mean, given the amount of solid young goaltenders we've got. Can I just, for a second, Benoit Allaire, the goaltender coach of the New York Rangers, is the best coach in the NHL. Like, best coach in general in the NHL. Hands down. Absolutely hands down. Because he made Lundqvist, the future Hall of Famer that he is. He's also helped Cam Talbot. He's also helped Antti-Ranta. He's helped Alexander Georgiev become an absolute steal as a backup goaltender. He had a fantastic game yesterday against the New York Islanders roster. Sure, we still lost 3-2. One of them was an empty net goal, but he played incredible. Yeah, like, he's just so good at making goaltenders that you wouldn't expect to be stars, solid starting netminders, which doesn't make any sense. Like, look where Cam Talbot is now to where he was with the Rangers. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Kind of a shame that fantasy is an offense-based system. I agree. I agree with that, to be honest. I don't like how it's completely offense-based. Oh, wow, we just hit 13.7 subscribers. 13.7k. Thank you very much, guys. Because YouTube have started to do this really dumb system where you can you can't see the complete number, which I think is dumb. Okay, so I'm on the clock again. I'm definitely picking a goaltender. Definitely. So Martin Jones had 37 wins this year. Connor Hellebuck, I'm not picking Connor Hellebuck. His team has absolutely imploded in front of him. So not a chance. Yeah, Martin Jones had 37 wins last year. Varlamov's probably going to be good for the Islanders, but is he going to be super, super good? Probably not. Martin Jones. I've got to go Martin Jones. Jimmy Howard was a minus 16. Oh, damn, son. Right, Martin Jones, welcome to the team. I can't remember who my goaltender was last year. Was it Martin Jones? I can't remember. What does everyone notice about teams like the Transfers and Penguins? Great development management. I mean, what Penguin does with their players is questionable. Fair point. Hart as the second goal. Carter Hart would be a solid backup goaltender, but he's going to be picked before then. Without a doubt, he's going to be picked before then. So I got my starting netminder in Martin Jones. They've pretty much, they lost Pavelski, but they pretty much locked everybody else up. So I don't expect him to have a horrible season this year. He was very much up and down during the playoffs last year. Let's see how they do this year. So PK Subban goes. So I've got two forwards, a defenseman, and a goalie. Okay. There's some solid players still up for grabs. I'm going to bloody pick one of them, innit I? Robin Lehner as a backup. That could be a sleeper pick. That could be an awesome sleeper pick. Heart for backup. Hashtag heart for backup. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We've hit 13.7k subscribers, which is awesome. I'd love it if we could hit 14,000 subscribers soon. And if you haven't done so after this stream, go and watch some of my latest videos. I hope you guys enjoy them. Like, what have you guys been thinking about my uploads recently? Like, be honest. I don't really often get the chance to be like, tell me what you think about my videos. Like, I know they're not the best out there. I know they're not the most well-produced, but they're the best that I can do at the moment, given my talents of editing and graphic design and stuff like that. So I'd be interested to know what you guys have thought, especially since I've come back from Canada. Because, I mean, the numbers are doing okay. Well, the numbers are doing really, really well. The reason I say that, I've uploaded 5 videos, not including podcasts and stuff. 5 videos since I've come home. 4 out of 5 of them have hit 10,000 views. Or one's almost about to hit 10,000 views. Yeah, so 3 out of 5, but one's on like 9.7k. So, the numbers are there. So hopefully you guys enjoy them. Mikko Rantanen scored in the preseason. That's pretty cool. So since my pick, I'm getting distracted. PK Subban, Semyon Varlamov, Phil Kessel, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Peter Mrazek. Okay. Peter Mrazek's going to be an interesting choice. Will Pee Wee to Pro Blood Hockey be back now that you're back? Maybe. I'm not opposed to... somebody picked Sean Monahan. That's a solid pick. Timo Meyer, Tom Wilson, Chris Letang. Okay. There's still some solid players available. There's still a fair few to pick from. Connor Hellebuck goes. That's a bold choice. I still think he'll have a solid year, don't get me wrong, but... Barzell is available. Matthew Barzell is available. I'm not picking for quite a while, so Tanger or Langer are my picks for your next pick. Letang's gone, and Lehner is still there. Lehner I can get way later in the draft if I want to. Everybody will pretty much have a goalie by that point, unless they specifically want him. Then I have a feeling he'll still be available. Bo Horvat goes, Brendan Gallagher goes, so we're now back to Max's pick. So Max has got the next 2 picks. I've got pick number 94. So we've still got quite a ways to go, folks. We're almost an hour into the live stream. I've basically been rambling for the last hour, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Matt Murray, that's a decent choice. Decent choice in net. Depends how the team in front of him plays, which you can never know for sure. The Pittsburgh Penguins. Other than that, it's all going good. I feel like Joe Pavelski's going to have a good year this year with the Dallas Stars. I think that's going to be a solid pickup for them. There's some solid players still available here. I feel like Nylander might have a bounce back year this year. I mean, he kind of needs to. It's kind of a high risk, high reward pick, Nylander. Jonathan Taves is still available. Jonathan Taves is still available. He had a solid year last year, though. He had his... Didn't he have his like career high in points or something? Was that the year before? Like he had a pretty decent year for him. Carter Hart has gone. Okay, so you picked both your goaltenders with those 2 picks. Fair enough, Max. Clayton Keller and Elias Lindholm. Okay. Trocheck should be a big bounce back if you steal him. Trocheck's a pretty nice choice. Almost 30 goals, almost 40 assists, so decent numbers for him. Matt Dumba might be a nice selection as well, but I doubt he'll be available when I get my next choice. I'm interested to see what happens with Darnell Nurse. I feel like he's ready to take that jump. Then again, is he? We'll find out, I guess. Clayton Keller, Elias Lindholm. Still waiting on the missing teeths pick. How are you guys enjoying the stream so far? I keep asking because, you know, it's like there's not really much going on when I'm not drafting. So, I like Nurse as a pick as well. Pretty decent pick. Hoffman and Trocheck go. I love how people are paying attention to the chat. Like, whenever they hear me talk about a player, they're like, we've got to have him before Odd Man Rush has him. So, Hoffman, Trocheck, Dubnik, Victor Arvidsson, Joe Pavelski. Okay. There goes Matt Dumba. And then Andrei Sveshnikov. That's a interesting choice. I have a feeling he's a guy that you could have picked up much later in the draft. But that's just me. Jonathan Taves is still available. Jeff Skinner. Darnell Nurse is technically the next best defenseman. Tyson Barry's still there, but I don't know if he'll have a good year. Shea Weber. Oh, there's not really that many good defensemen here. Rasmus Dahlin might be the one that jumps. Which site are you using? It doesn't look like Yahoo Sports. Kyle, welcome to the stream, bud. Hope you're having a nice day. This is ESPN. The main reason I'm using ESPN is because my subscribers last year that I did it wanted to use ESPN. So, and then I just decided to reactivate the league for this year. So Darnell Nurse goes. You mentioned one player, and they're all like, "Yeah, I'm having that one." Darnell's brother Isaac has potential. Already has Memorial Cup experience. Nice. Sveshnikov was rated 74th. Really? Thank you for letting me know, Crispy Bacon. I honestly missed that. Patrick Laine was drafted. I mean, that's a decent choice. Hopefully he doesn't play too much Fortnite. So I do have my eye on one specific player, but I feel like I can wait until my next pick to pick him up. Because how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I feel like there's enough space for me to go and pick him up after this. So I want to pick a forward. Voracek could be a good choice. Shen might be a good choice. Skinner could be okay. He had 38 goals last year, but it's too risky for me in my opinion. Granlund had a good year. Zibanejad. Cam Atkinson's a solid player. You know what? Cam Atkinson, he's proven to be pretty consistent over the last few years. I'll take him. He's a good choice. Because he kind of had one solid year and everyone was like, oh, is he going to have another good year? And then he ended up having like another 2 good years. So, let's do it. So, unfortunately, I finished my Pepsi Max Raspberry, which is a real shame. But don't you worry, folks. Pepsi Max is here. Lovely. The Hawks have a shot at bouncing back a bit. Oh, absolutely, for sure. These might be predictions for next year. I looked at the wrong thing. So Patrick Laine gets drafted. I take Atkinson. Nylander goes. Kyle Palmieri. That's a decent choice. That's a decent choice. He's a guy that quietly puts up a lot of numbers. What about Jeff Petrie? Jonathan Taves has finally gone. Tyson Barry goes. Okay. Pardon me. So yeah, I know exactly who I want to pick next. It'll just be a question of if he's still available come the time I want to pick him. And he's not. Thanks for picking Rasmus Dahlin, whoever picked him. Appreciate it. Cheers, guys. God's sake. I find one player that I'm like, oh, I'm just going to take a gamble on it, see if it works. It's like, nope. We're going to take him 7 picks before yours. Right, let's take a look at defensemen. Oh, there's not really that much available, is there? Oh, I don't like the look of this. Oh, God. I mean, there's some decent defensemen here. I'm sorry, it's fine, man. No worries. Paul Byron goes. Everyone wanted Darlene. I was going to try and get him. Yeah, I really wanted Darlene. Not because, like, I love Darlene. He's a decent player. Right, I'm on the thing. Mira High School, that's a good choice. Oh, he's going to have a great year this year. Right, I need to pick somebody. Shea Weber, no. Bufflin, definitely. Torrey Krug, no. Maybe. Seth Jones, he's okay. Keith Yandel, no, not a chance. Justin Falk, maybe. He's now with the Blues. He's paired with Pietrangelo. That could be good for them. Aaron Ekblad, Dougie Hamilton, Jacob Trouba, he's now with the Rangers. I don't really want to pick him. I mean, I do, but I don't. Werenski, Eric Gustafsson. He had 45 assists for the Blackhawks this year. Damn. Wow, he's somebody who went way under my radar. Jake Muzzin, Tony D'Angelo. I think he'll have a decent year this year. I don't know who to pick. Who else have we got in all positions? Jakub Voracek, Mika Zibanejad, Logan Couture. Logan Couture. Why not? Boom. I'm taking him. I can still see quite a few defensemen that I wouldn't mind picking up later on in the draft. There's not really a huge amount between some of them, so I'm okay to wait until my next pick to pick up a defenseman. So I've got Tkachuk, Panarin, Atkinson, Couture, Klingberg, and Jones. Now the only problem is I don't have enough defensemen. But I feel like Couture's a nice pick. He's the captain of the Sharks this year. I feel like he's going to have another solid year. Like, he always has good seasons. He's a solid player. I didn't even realise Besser and Shabbat went. And Skinner's gone. Byron, Thomas Greiss. Thomas Greiss is an interesting choice. He didn't look that good in preseason whenever I saw him. Seth Jones is a nice pickup. I feel like he's going to be good this year. There's still solid defensemen available, don't get me wrong. I've still got a little while until my next pick, though, so I'll just get comfortable. Yeah, I mean, the stream's going quite well so far. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. From the technological standpoint, everything seems to be holding up quite nicely. Just under an hour since we started streaming, so it's all going good. Someone on the Sens is going to have to do something. Might as well be Shabbat. Exactly, no, Shabbat's a decent choice. I think he's going to be solid for the Senators. He might be the only decent Senator this year. He got paid for a reason. Ivan Provorov's a decent choice, but then again, I'm not sure. I feel like he had a good season. Then last year he kind of took a step back. Maybe it was just the sophomore slump. Maybe he's going to bounce back and have a decent job. Was it Provorov's second year in the league last year, or was it his third? I can't quite remember. I don't know, is the answer to that. I just don't know. I need to burp. So if I do a really loud burp, I do apologise. It's going to come. That was a lot less than I was expecting. I'm kind of disappointed with that now. I hyped that up so much, and then that was it. Just sums up my channel, really. Hype up so much stuff, and then it just goes awfully wrong, doesn't it? So Nico Hischia's gone as well. So the Flames are on the clock with the 110th pick. The Baltimore Flames. So let's see who they get. I need to pick a defenseman next round. Oh yeah, and you also get a couple of bench players as well. I completely forgot about them. But yeah, I need to pick a defenseman. So please don't take all the good defensemen. Please. Save some for me. How do I see when my next pick will be on my phone on the app? I don't know. Your next pick is 120, Max. You get 120 and 121. Torrey Krug goes. Anders Lee, Michael Backlund have all gone. Now on the clock are the Croatian Jets. They take... oh no, sorry, I thought that was a pick. There you go, Shea Weber. Now you're all picking defensemen. I say don't pick defensemen. You all just go and take all the defensemen. God damn it. Oh, you took Capo Caco in the 6th round. Turku Outlaws, you've disappointed me. You've disappointed me. I wanted Caco. Now I'm really sad. I mean, it's a decent pick. You could have left him till, like, the second to last round for sure. Everybody would have forgotten about a guy like Capo Caco. But there we go. My dreams have just been shattered before my very eyes. Thanks, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. So, Werenski and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. That's a decent pick. Oek. Decent choice. Still got a little while to my next pick. I had him on my shortlist, to be honest. No! Capo Caco was supposed to be mine, goddammit. Oh, it's really annoying. I wanted Capo Caco. It's okay. I feel like I should never mention a single player's name, because otherwise they'll be taken with the next pick. Either because you just want to troll me, or just because you wanted him anyway, and you now know that I want him, so you're going to take him. I mean, it's a legitimate strategy, so fair enough, but it sucks. Keith Yandel goes. Oh, I'm not sure about Keith Yandel as a choice. Ugh. I mean, fair play. He had 50 assists last year. I mean, I'm putting him down quite a lot. He's probably going to have a solid year. The players throwing out names you don't want to get them off the board. That's very true. It's very true. Make them waste picks. Yeah, but I feel like my subscribers are smart human beings, though. Civilization. I feel like my subscribers, they'd see through that ruse. Aaron Ekblad goes. Mika Zibanejad, that's a solid choice. I feel like with Panarin, he's going to have a fantastic year this year. I mean, he had a solid year last year. I think he won like 77 points or something. Thomas Hertel, Kyle Connor goes. Anthony Mantha. Okay. Not too long till I get my next pick. Let's just go straight to defenseman and see who I want. I'm not going to say who I'm going to pick this time, though. I don't want to jinx myself again. Yeah, there's a few players I could go for. Yeah, I've got a couple of players that I could pick. Matt Zuccarello by the Turku Outlaws stole my Capo Caco. I'm not mad. I'm not annoyed. Shut up. Matt Duchesne goes. I think I might draft Matt Sundin. You're like 20 years too late, but go for it. Why not? So Matt Duchesne gets picked. I've got, 5 more picks to mine? I want Daniel Jones. That's the wrong sport. Shout out to the New York Jets. I don't know why. I keep relatively up to date. With the headlines, I don't really pay that much attention to the NFL, to be honest. Brady to Chuck. Okay, so is it? I'm assuming that somebody that picked up Bufflin was because it was auto draft. That is the worst position to be in. You have a guy that could potentially retire at the end of the season or before the start of the season. So good luck. Ryan Johansson goes. Nikolai Ehlers is gone, so 2 Jets in a row. Brady to Chuck. I feel like he's going to have a decent year this year. Brady to Chuck's going to bounce back quite nicely. I was going to grab Ryan Johansson. Ryan Johansson's a nice pick. He's been a solid player for the Nashville Predators ever since he got there, so I think it's a good choice. Clearly, you referenced the wrong team. Who's next? The Angry Beavers are on the clock. The Jets didn't take Jones, the Giants did. Did I not say the Giants? I thought I said the Giants, my bad. Max Pacioretty gets picked. So, Alex Pietrangelo, welcome to the team, bud. Pretty sure I had you last year and you did me good, so I'll take you. Thank you very much. So, I've taken myself a cheeky little Alex Pietrangelo. Still got a fair few amount of players available here. Some nice picks going on here. I was also going to get Pietrangelo. No, you weren't. Pietrangelo's mine, son. Had him last year. Turku Outlaws here with Crosby, Kakko, and Zuccarello. Solid. I mean, Crosby, yes. Kakko, maybe. Zuccarello, solid, yeah, but like, break the bank? Maybe not. You picked Kakko way too early. Way too early. You could have picked him like 3 rounds later. We got 22 rounds to go through, and you picked him in round 6. So, I mean, it's your choice, it's your draft, but okay. Interesting choice. Nylander's not available, Robert, unfortunately. Ryan Ellis, that's a nice choice, but I feel like he's not a good fantasy guy. He's a solid defenseman and does his job well, but he's not a fantasy defenseman, if you know what I mean. Although he could end up having like a 60-point season and prove me wrong. Jack Hughes. I was considering getting him as well. Not in the 7th round, I wasn't. Not a chance. Kakko was the one I was after, throwing a wild card in there. Fair enough. No, fair enough. Doughty goes. Hopkins goes. There's been 2 cents that have been drafted. The first one was Shabbat. Shabbat's a decent pick. Shabbat's the only glimmer of hope that the Ottawa Senators fans have this year. Like, he's played well. I'm not surprised he's been drafted so high. So Justin Falk is currently the highest rated pick. We're on pick number 139, and according to their rankings, 115 is the highest. So There's a bit of wiggle room there. I know, it's mine. Perfect. Wow. I've got some colour correction going on the stream, and it really makes the Nordiques jersey pop that little bit more. It makes it look that a little bit nicer. I like it. Pardon me. That was very rude of me. That was the burp I was expecting the first time round. Then it never arrived. Sam Reinhart. Okay. Decent choice in round 15. Round 10. Round 12. Let's give him a bit more credit. Come on. Yeah. That's not a pick I would have made. But then again, I'm not picking your team, so pick whoever you want. So, we have the 140th pick. 147 picks. Or the 147th pick is my next pick. It's today's the last day of preseason, isn't it? Is today the last day or is it tomorrow? I don't want any shade from you. I stole your goalkeeper, remember? Oh. Ante Kopitar. The Kings are a very interesting team this year. I'm curious to see how they do. Part of me thinks they're going to absolutely crash and burn. Part of me thinks they might show a bit of progress. I just don't know. They're a wild card in that Western Conference. Matthias Ekholm, once again, solid defenseman. Not a very good fantasy guy, if you ask me. I think I had him last year as well. Yeah, I think I had Ekholm last year. Yeah, I did have Ekholm last year. He was okay. He was like, you know. He'll do. So yeah, once again, guys, if you haven't done so already, and you're enjoying this stream, and you like hockey, and you like the sound of my voice, I know I don't, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I put out new videos at least once a week, hopefully twice a week if I can. I very much over the last year, I've gone for more quality over quantity. I mean, the quality is still very much up for debate. Go watch my videos and see it for yourself. But yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to 14,000 subscribers. I'd like to hit it. Justin Falk, Nick Suzuki. That's a really early pick. You guys are banking too much on these rookies at the moment. We've had Kako, Hughes, and Suzuki all go very recently. I mean, Kako, Hughes, I understand. Then you're getting guys like Nick Suzuki. That's not to say he's not going to have a good season. I think he's going to be great. But really? Like, we're talking like draft him more than halfway into the draft. Eric Gustafsson could be a good choice. That's a good choice there, Ben. I like that one. I'm on the clock now. Josh Anderson got picked. That's an interesting choice. I could go for Thomas Tata. Nah, Jacob Trouba. I wanted another defenseman. I think Trouba's going to have a decent year with the Rangers this year. So why not? So I've got two Rangers on the roster. Of course, I've got a bit of bias. I've got Panarin, but I mean, it's Panarin. Like, he's over a point per game in his NHL career. Based on his performance in preseason, I don't see that changing. I mean, he's got an incredible shot. Like, that's the one thing that, like, I knew he was a good scorer, but he has got a great shot. So, yeah. So I've got 3 defensemen, 4 forwards, and a goaltender. Okay. You have too much hope towards the Kings. Is there a prize at the end of this? I don't know. If you guys want a prize and you suggest something reasonable, then sure, why not? If you don't, then no. Basically. But the sense of pride and accomplishment, of course, like, that's a pretty big prize, right? I think that's pretty good. You get the sense of pride and accomplishment that you beat me. I mean, Chris won last year's Fantasy Hockey League. I came 3rd, because he beat me in the semi-finals of the playoffs. So, Sugimoto jersey. I'm getting myself a Sugimoto jersey before anybody else gets a Sugimoto jersey, alright? Your jersey. No, I'm keeping this one. Post on the community of the channel. Yeah, I could do that, sure. I'll probably do that anyway. Your goalie is Ranta, right? No, my goalie is Martin Jones. I'm not picking anti-Ranta. He's far too injury prone. Not happening. And hello, everyone. Hello. A nice little message. Yeah, I could probably do that. I'm going to be interested to see who picks anti-Ranta. Or is going to go like auto-draft. I mean, I get the feeling like Ranter's currently like week to week already this season, I think, but like I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back from this injury, wins like 30 games, you know? That's just the way things work. I've bagged on him all draft already, and then he's gonna go and win the bloody Vezina, you know? It's like, for God's sake. I still find it funny Jones is your starter. He won 37 games last year, and they lost Donskoy and Pavelski. Their defense is the same. So, Peterborough Pete's and the Rangers. How do you pick your teams? The New York Rangers, I love them. They're kind of the team that I gravitated towards the most when I first started watching hockey. I'm not quite sure why. I just seemed to watch a lot of their games and like how they played. This was back in 2012, 2011. Back when they were like losing in 7 games or winning in 7 games in the first round against the Capitals. Because the first Stanley Cup that I ever watched was the Boston Bruins in 2011. So and I was in the middle of high school. So that's kind of figuring out like when my hockey love started. And the Peterborough Petes, because they have the first British-born and trained hockey player to be drafted into the NHL, Liam Kirk. That's why I like the Peterborough Petes. That's why I support them in the OHL. And he's got off to a very good start. So, yeah. So if we had Dylan Strome, he could have a good year this year. Zach Parise, Riley Smith, William Karlsson, so 2 Golden Knights going one after the other. Nino Niederreiter, Oli Mata, Ryan Pullock, Dougie Hamilton, Ryan Getzlaf. Anti-Ranter's been picked! Whee! Yeah, I would have picked Edmonton goalie Koskinen. He was solid in the KHL with St. Petersburg 2 years ago. Like, I was a big fan of Koskinen. Didn't quite find the form that he needed because he didn't really have decent defense in front of him. So, Kevin Labanc, that's an interesting choice. Okay, nice. Rasmus Ristolainen, I'll be interested to see if he lasts in Buffalo by the end of the season. And then David Krejci, always a decent choice. He's been a solid NHL player. Still got some pretty solid players up for grabs. Pretty decent guys. There, that's a freebie. Darcy Kemper, Jason Zucker. Not too bad of a choice. I'm just looking to see who's available. Ricard Raquel, Andreas Athanasiou, Derek Stepan, Jonathan Quick's gone as well. I completely forgot about Jonathan Quick. I thought he'd been drafted already, to be honest. Still some pretty decent players available, for sure. Guess we'll have to see how it goes. So, yeah. Congratulations, Cardiff, for starting goaltender as an injury-prone scrub. Oh, he's not a scrub. Anti-Ranter's not a scrub. He's just injury-prone. Evgeny Dadanov, who was also solid with SK St. Petersburg. Shout out to SK St. Petersburg. Solid team. To be honest, your team is looking rough. Nah, not at all. Not at all. I mean, considering I picked 14th overall, I think I've got a decent team going on here. I've got some guys that are known for putting up decent amounts of points. A couple of young guys that can really jump up and make some nice picks. See, I'm going for very conventional picks, then I'll throw a couple of curveballs in the later rounds that are low risk, high reward, or high risk, high reward, you know? Damn you, Croatia Jets, damn you. I think my team's looking okay. Whatever, I missed the beginning, my bad. No worries, man. Like, if I had the first to 5th overall, I would have picked somebody like Connor McDavid or Kucherov or Crosby, you know? I didn't have that luxury. I picked a Chuck. And then I got a guy like Panarin, who's always over a point per game his entire career. So, like, you've got to be smart about it sometimes. I got Klingberg, who's a solid offensive defenseman. Pietrangelo, who is coming off a Stanley Cup championship year. He's going to have a decent year. And Trouba, who I think is going to break out. He's finally playing somewhere he wants to play. He put up like 50-point seasons in Winnipeg when he didn't want to be there. Imagine how good he's going to be now that he actually wants to play where he's playing. Like, it's going to be great. Hopefully. I mean, I can't guarantee anything for sure. But we'll see. So, who else is available? I'm going to give you guys a little freebie. You're welcome for this, by the way. Alex Tuck is going to be injured at the start of the season, so maybe don't pick him. Or pick him in one of the later rounds, or let one of the auto draft guys pick him. Right, so I need to find a player. There's still some pretty decent guys here. Josh Bailey, he had a pretty good year. Tyler Bertuzzi had 24 goals last year. Wow. Eric Stahl, he had the same. Alex Tuck, JT Miller, I don't know how well he's going to do on Vancouver's roster. Excuse me. David Perron, no. Josh Bailey. Josh Bailey's a nice pick. Josh Morrissey. He signed that big contract. Drouin's a nice pick. Oh, we got further down here. No, nobody that interesting. I'm going to go with Josh Bailey. He's put up some pretty decent numbers for the Islanders these last few years, and I don't expect that to change. He had a decent year under Barry Trotz last year, so one of the big reasons why the team had an 100-point season. Those stats you were reading are the predictions of what they might get this season, not what they got last season. Ah, okay, fair enough. I mean, I obviously know like how well they did last year. So, Ember, thanks for letting me know that. Yeah, it's the 2020 projected. Yeah, I need to stick it to the 2019 season. Got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That might help me a lot more. I'll stick it to that then. Thanks for that. That doesn't mean I regret any of my picks. Like, I don't regret any of my picks at all. Like, they're still solid pickups. So, I'm not surprised. That I'm going to pick next Hamilton for the win. Okay, Josh Bailey's been a solid player. Okay, let's look at Josh Bailey's stats. Last year, he had 56 points. Is that a bad number for a player picked in the 9th round? I don't think so. Sucks you can't search by team. You can search by player name though. Over here. Ooh. So the Netters are on. So is that Ben's team is on now? Yep. Newport Netters. Yep. Ben's team's on now. Mikhail Sergachev. Decent choice. Wayne Simmons. Oh, that's a bold choice. Especially this early on. So Alex Tuck goes to the Belfast Sucker Punch. Fair enough. Here is a very underrated player. Sven Bertsky. Plays for a 28-goal season. Got hurt for like 50 games. Plus we'll either play with Petson or Horvath. Yeah, Bertsky. And this Adam Gaudette, who is also like made a lot of buzz in the Vancouver training camp. Travis Konechny. That's a decent choice. Oh, Jesper Kotkaniemi. I didn't even see him get picked. So I've got 2 more D-men spots available and 4 more forwards. And what's the goaltender situation looking like? Lane is still available. He had 25 wins last year. Markstrom had 28 wins, but he's on minus 23. Whew! Jesus. Henrik Lundqvist. I think he's going to have a bounce back year this year. I think Henrik Lundqvist is going to do much better. Koskinen had 25 wins last year. Wow, that surprises me. Okay. Dragged on the Sam Reinhart pick, but he had 65 points last season. Yeah, true. It's because we've been waiting for him to finally hit his stride. It's taken about 6 seasons, but he's getting there, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We've been going for about an hour and 10 minutes at the moment, so we're doing alright for ourselves, lads. We're doing okay. We're just under halfway through the draft, so I would imagine it's going to be about 2.5, 3 hours by the time we're done with it. So, why not? Jonathan Drouin got picked. Nice, decent choice. Still got some good guys available. I really wish they'd have like a total points. Like they have the goals and assists. I really like if they had like a total points category here as well. It makes sense to have one, you know? I don't really know why they haven't. I've officially done one maths question. Yes, Ben. Well done. I mean, you knew what you were getting yourself into with the live draft, so you knew it was going to take a while. I made it very clear it's going to take a long time, so it's on you, alright? So, Desjardins, we've got another pick to make. Obviously, looking through all of the different spreadsheets and stuff. That'll be fun. Yeah. Ryan McDonough, decent choice. I think the Lightning are going to be good this year. I think they're going to have a pretty good season. Who's next? The Raiders, Paul Stastny. Okay, nice. Pretty good. Tyler Bertuzzi had 21 goals this year. That's what I meant. Okay, I've already got my next pick, I think. Yeah, I've got my next pick. I think I know who I'm going to pick next. Why not? It's due tomorrow, so at some point I'll just auto when it gets to the players. Fair enough, Ben. Decent idea. Miku Koivu gets drafted. JT Miller's gone. So I've got 2 more picks until mine. I'm not quite sure I want to pick... Oh, what should I pick him? There's a reason I'm asking... Ah! I know a player I want to pick. Yes. Yeah. The Lightning will be good this year. I mean, they've got a solid team. I'm not going to say anything different. Damon Severson. I thought it was Damien Severson. Jordan Eberle goes. Okay, so I'm going to pick a forward with this one. I was going to go for Chris Kreider, because he had 28 goals last year, and he's projected to get 26, which isn't as good. I want to go for Jake DeBrusk, because he had 27 and 15. This year he's expected to get 24 and 27. And he's a pretty solid player. He had a hat-trick yesterday in preseason. Of course, that doesn't mean anything, but Jake DeBrusk, I think, is a solid player. I think he's going to hit 30 goals this year. So, Jake DeBrusk, welcome to the Odd Man Rush fantasy hockey team. So, I've got 3 more spaces for forwards, 2 for defensemen. I need a backup goalie. Then it's just utility and bench guys. I already know exactly who I'm going to pick with my last pick, which may or may not work out for me, given some of the events that will transpire over the next few days. But we'll see. So, yeah. Let's find out. Sorry, just checking something on my phone. Excuse me, how rude of me. The Devils should be one of the most improved teams this season. They should. The one thing I've learned about the NHL, when teams should be something, doesn't mean they're going to be. So, we'll find out, shall we? The Devils, I mean, they got Gusev, they got Simmons, they got who is it? They got what's his name? Nikita Gusev. He was on my list of players to pick. He's already gone. God, you guys are picking these like really obscure players really early on. You're not saving any for me later on in the draft. Any reason Stahl hasn't gone yet? In terms of... Well, Eric Stahl, well, he just went to the Baltimore Flames. Someone took Gusev. Yes, they did. Subban. Yep, Subban's a decent choice. With a core of Hall, Subban, the number 1 pick, and Jack Hughes. And Nico Hischier 2 years ago. Or a year ago. Was it 2 years ago? Two years ago. A year... I don't know. I think they have the chance at least what the Habs accomplished. I think the Devils are a playoff team, but I think they're a 7th or 8th seed playoff team. Maybe 6th tops. It all depends on how Gusev adjusts to the ice surface, or to the North American ice. Though, to be fair, SK St. Petersburg does have like a NHL-sized rink now. I don't know if that was the same when he was still playing there. David Perron, Shane Gostisbehere, Cal Maker. That's a good choice. If things go well for him, I think he'll be alright. Brock Nelson, Yanni Gourde gets picked. Okay. Still got a little while till my next pick. I'm pick 214. So I still got a little while. Pardon me. Makar. I call him Maker. Sue me. I mean, don't. I don't have any money. So, maybe don't actually sue me. Just, like, feel intimidated because I suggested it. You know? That's how I operate. Jakob Silfverberg. Josh Morrissey, I think, is going to be a decent player. Alex Galchenyuk. He's now with Pittsburgh. I think he's going to have a pretty good year. Too late suing. I just get a phone call from your lawyer. It's like, damn it, not again. So I've still got a little while to my next pick. I guess we'll see what happens. Patrick Hornqvist. Oh, interesting choice. I feel like he's on the downward turn, but let's find out. I feel like I want to pick a defenseman. Then I only have space for one more. There's not that many decent defensemen up for offer. Jacob Vrana. It's a decent pick. Someone that another person wants who made at least an okay pick. Yeah, but then again, they might want them for a ridiculous reason. They might just want them because somebody else wants them, but just hasn't said it. So, you never know. So the Trashers, not the Thrashers, the Trashers, the Savonlinna Trashers. I called them the Thrashers with their first pick, but clearly I was wrong. Let's see who they pick. Still got a little while till my next pick. We'll see what happens. Tyler Johnson, Gustav Nyquist, Kasperi Kapanen might be a nice choice. Esa Lindell, or Lindell, however you want to call him. But Oh, it's Honker that wants to be traded, not Lindell, isn't it? Jeff Carter's still up there. He didn't really have a very good season, though, but I would imagine that's because he didn't play quite a lot of games. How many games did he play? Oh, okay, don't tell me then. That's helpful. Great. Tyler Bertuzzi's gone, so I've got another 10 picks until mine. Okay, there's a few that I can see as potential picks. I quite like the defensive core that I've got. Guys that are quite offensively minded defensemen. Martin Jones, I think, is a solid pick. Let's just take a look at how his stats were this year. He won 36 games this year, so I don't mind picking him. He's a solid player. Tkachuk, he had 77 points this year. I don't think that's a bad pick. Buffalo Bills football team just scored the first touchdown versus the Patriots this season. Tyler Bertuzzi, okay, I'm still waiting for this pick. Missing teeth, let's go. Let's pick. Now back to the better sport. The best sport. Come on. Hockey's the best sport. The only sport. Adam Henrique, interesting. Jeff Carter gets picked, very nice. Jake Muzzin's gone. Okay. Tony DeAngelo is currently the top pick. The Turku Outlaws took Mark Stahl. That's a bold pick. Okay then, if you want to take him. Nazem Kadri's gone. I think Nazem Kadri will have a good year this year with the Colorado Avalanche. I think he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder because the Maple Leafs got rid of him. I mean, to be fair, he gets suspended every single year in the playoffs, so I'm not surprised that they did. But, you know. Colton Parayko's a guy that I'm not quite sure what to think of. Is he going to be that good? Tony DeAngelo goes. Kyle Turris goes. He's a decent player. Bit on the downward spiral. He needs a bounce back year. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, 2 more picks till mine. Trading is in this, right? Yep, you can trade players. I think I may have made 1 or 2 trades the entirety of the season last year because people were like wanting to trade for McDavid. I'm building a surprise wildcard team with guys like Zuccarello, Kakko, and Sup. Fair enough. Okay. I'm going to try and get Kakko off you, Edgy McEdgelord, which is a fantastic name for a YouTube channel or a YouTube commenter. Colin Miller, interesting. Bold choice. Why not? I'm liking this surprise wildcard team. It's either going to go really well, it's going to be top of the standings, or it's going to go really badly. Jared Spurgeon got picked. So I've got 3 forward slots, 2 defensemen, and a goaltender. In terms of defensemen, Jake Gardner, no. Nick Leddy, no. He's not really a offensively minded defenseman. Tyler Myers and Alexander Edler, they're not really that good picks. Who else we got? Nate Schmidt, Travis Sanheim, Duncan Keith. We pick like the top ones in these. Alexander Edler, Shea Theodore, Vince Dunn. They're the best guys here. Okay. Let's go ranking again then. Kevin Shattenkirk, who's now on Tampa's roster, but he had a really bad injury last year. Quinn Hughes. I'm not going to draft him this early on, though. If I want him. No way. Okay, let's go back to all forwards. Don't really know who to pick here. Goose, Dustin Brown. Kevin Hayes might be a nice pick. He's on Philly now, and he looked pretty good in preseason. Ryan Zingle. Kind of a surprise pick. Goose, he had 20... How many are they expecting this year? Basically the exact same. Let's go Nyquist. Why not? Let's go Goose. See what happens. Couldn't make any trades last year. Yeah, because you kept offering stuff that people didn't want. You kept offering me trades, Max, but you didn't offer anything that I was actually interested in. Hey, John. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing, man? Welcome. Welcome to the wonderful Odd Man Rush Fantasy Hockey Live Draft for the 1920 season, where we just talk about hockey for 2.5 hours. I pick some players that you guys automatically assume are wrong. So, that's how this thing goes, right? Two-Eyed Cyclops. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, if you're watching the stream, you want me to say hi, say hi. I don't mind. I got plenty of time. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. We're not even halfway through the draft yet. We're just over halfway through. We've been here for an hour and a half, so it's going to be about 3 hours. So, you want to ask me any questions about hockey, about the NHL, about other hockey leagues around the world, about the channel, about anything, feel free to ask. I feel like now's a good time to plug my Patreon again. Yeah, if you guys enjoy my stuff and want to like help provide a little bit extra to the channel in terms of like monetary extra, I know some people aren't interested in that thing. I don't like to plug it too much. It's like some people might not have the money to do it. Some people just might be patrons to loads of other YouTube channels and might not be the one they want to be. That's fine. But yeah, feel free to check out my Patreon. The link is not in the bio. If you want me to post the link, I think it's patreon.com/oddmanrush. But I can get the link up for you and send that to you if you want it. Yeah, I'd like to get back to double-digit patrons again, because then I'll start doing patron-only live streams again. To be fair, I was gone for like 2.5, 3 months over the summer, so people cancelled their pledges, which is absolutely fine. You can cancel your pledge if you want. I prefer if you didn't, obviously, but you can if you want. Like, it's your money. Do what you want with it. I never want like people to feel like they have to give money, because you don't. But if you want to help the channel a little bit and keep helping provide free videos that you get on YouTube, which take a lot of time and a lot of effort. I know it just looks like me zooming into a lot of pictures and recording audio. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So, yeah, if you feel like, or you're able to, or you want to help out the channel, feel free to go check out Patreon. I would appreciate it. If not, don't worry about it. It's all good. The fact that you're here is pretty decent anyway. I have half the Habs roster on my team. Hope this many people tune into the podcast. Yeah, you know, we get a fair amount of listeners to our podcast. Speaking of a new podcast, if any of you are Boston Bruins fans out there, or if any of you want to help support me for free, and by listening to a cool show made by me, is that a good way to plug it? Probably. Tomorrow, the Hockey Podcast Network, that some of you might have seen me plugging over the last month or so, the first episode from every show, every NHL team, their first episode is going out tomorrow. Chris and I recorded our episode about half a week ago. I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. So if you want to help support the channel in a different way with this new venture, this new Hockey Podcast Network, or if you just want to listen to a 35-minute podcast about the Boston Bruins, feel free to give that a look. Gareth Sparks, that's a bold choice. He was put on waivers. I don't know why you picked him. Somebody hasn't done their research. The Vegas Golden Knights put him on waivers, so he probably won't be on an NHL roster at the start of the season. So you're probably going to want to waive him or trade for somebody else. Not that anybody will want that pick, so bold choice, Hamilton Clappers. I like that you've got balls to do it, just in case it gets called up. I feel that's a bit of a waste of a pick, not going to lie. But it's your team. Andreas Jonsson. Oh, it's my pick again. Right. Let's pick a defenseman. Colton Parayko, what's his projections for this year? 35 points, 5 goals. He had 10 goals, 28 points. I'm interested in taking Kevin Hayes, though. In terms of defense, there's just not really that much available. I mean, you've got some decent guys, but they're really that good. Duncan Keith, but you know, Travis Sanheim, how did he do last year? 30-something points. That's not bad. Alexander Edler, what's he expected to get this year? Let's just put him back, shall we? Nate Schmidt, he of course missed a large gap of time, didn't he? If I remember correctly, because of he had a suspension, didn't he? I'm going to go for a defenseman. I just don't know which one I want. Definitely not Alec Martinez. Alec Martinez! Hampus Lindholm for Anaheim. I need to pick one! Travis Sanheim. I feel he's a young guy. I feel like he can have a decent year. And plus, he had a decent year last year. Hopefully, he'll grow on it. That was a panic choice, wasn't it? This is why I set it however many seconds it is. 90 seconds or something. The Peterborough Petes are leading 2-1 on the Ottawa 67s. Don't know who scored their next goal. The Chicago Blackhawks are currently playing Ice Bear and Berlin. Or the Berlin Ice Bears. So, let's see. They are currently 1-1. That's not too bad. The Jets are losing to the Wild 2-1. And the Capitals are beating the Hurricanes 3-1. And then we've got another preseason game tomorrow. And then that's all the preseason games done. So, preseason's almost at an end, folks. Okay, so I've still got time to pick up a goalie. Because I feel like not many goalies have gone recently. I've got 2 forwards and a defenseman I still need to pick up. So, I think there's still some decent guys available. Brandon Saad's a nice choice. Andrew Shaw. I feel like he's going to have a decent year back with the Chicago Blackhawks again. Yeah, there's still some decent guys available. Then we get into these guys. It's like, oh no. Should take Clefbaum next. Oh, I'm not going to take a defenseman next. I want to take a forward next. Not sure which one I'll take. And it's going to be a long time till I get the choice to pick one, but we'll see. I might not get to pick them because of auto drafting, so I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I feel like this draft has gone alright for me so far, though. Brandon Saad. I mentioned one player's name, he gets picked with the next bloody pick. Every time. I'm not quite sure how Dustin Brown's going to do this year. I'm really interested to see how well he does. Yeah, we've still got a fair amount of people watching. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm glad you're sticking around. Because it's what? 3 o'clock Eastern time? It's 8 o'clock here in the UK at the moment. So yeah, need to start writing my next video. Need to start writing some notes for my next podcasts. No offense, but you kind of got a British accent that makes me believe you live in the UK. I do live in the UK. I do have a British accent, so thanks for noticing. What got you interested in hockey? My dad, one year, we used to go to America every year on holiday during the summer. One year, my dad brought me NHL 2004 for the PC. Got back home, played it a little while, wasn't that interested in it. Came back to it like a couple of years later, around about 2010, 2011. Played it again because I was really bored. And I just wanted to play it. And from there, just kind of spiraled. So, here we are. And now I have a YouTube channel completely dedicated to a sport that I've never played. And that I've only ever skated twice in my entire life. So, yeah. And one of them was about a month ago. Alexander Edler to the Baltimore Flames. Jordan Stahl to Team McCafferty. What's better, Slapshot or Chell 20? Somebody takes Kevin Hayes. Colton Parayko's gone as well. NHL Slapshot or NHL 20? NHL 20 is okay. I just find it kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. The games take so long. And I hate the fact that when you're playing online, you can't... Or when you're playing single player or like squad battles or whatever it is, you can't skip through the end of the period stuff anymore. They have to show you this highlight reel stuff. Like, I don't care. I don't care about a spectacular save. Especially when I'm losing. Well, don't show me that stuff. I don't care. Just hurry it up. Let's go. Okay, so we had quite a few picks. Oposo, Killorn, Gardner, Steele, and Nick Ritchie. Sam Steele. Wow, okay. Because, of course, the Ducks kind of going through a bit of a rebuild at the moment. Andrew Shaw. He goes. Nice pick. Very nice pick indeed. You can skip them by pressing options. Yeah, but when you're online, you only get one pause. So... or can you just, like, skip them? Oh, okay. I mean, I'm only on the 10-hour trial for EA Access. I'm not buying NHL 20. I have no desire to buy it. I've got, like, 2.5, 3 hours left of my trial. And I'm going to use that to do, like, a franchise mode live stream with the New York Rangers once all the new players are on the roster and stuff. So I might do that within the next couple of weeks. Maybe next weekend, the weekend after. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah. I have no desire to buy NHL 20. It's the first game that I will have not bought in the NHL franchise. That Yeah, it'd be the first game in the NHL franchise that I haven't bought since NHL 11. So yeah. Yeah. I stopped playing NHL 19 before New Year, and I never went back to it, and I didn't miss it. Like, I was always a guy that's like, oh, I play it throughout the year, get the good players in HUT, play franchise mode, play Be a Pro a little bit. I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it. And that's the biggest indicator that I don't need this one this year. And then, like, when I've been playing the 10-hour trial, it's like, oh, there are bits about it that, oh, yeah, this is kind of fun. Like, I'm enjoying playing hockey games again. It's been a while. But then you have, like, a really bad game, especially in HUT, and, like, none of the players do anything you ask, and all the soft goals get let in, and you're just like, no, I don't want to play this anymore. This is the exact reason why I stopped playing, you know? So, yeah. I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss it at all. I mean, I stopped making NHL video game videos, like, in terms of, like, NHL 19, before the end of 2018. And when I stopped making them, and when I started making other videos, the channel started to do quite well. So, why not? So, a load of players have been picked since then. So, Shaw, Anthony Chiarelli, Steen, Dunn, Leddy, Lindholm, Deneau. I don't know, mate. Furland, Heinola. Interesting choice from the Winnipeg Jets. One's against the Turku Outlaws with that wildcard team. And Alexander Kerfoot. Okay, some decent choices. What do you do for a living? This. Pretty much. I mean, this is the only job I have at the moment, which is, I quite enjoy it. I do work on it 7 days a week. I'm certainly not earning enough for it to be like a full-time job, really well-paid job, but I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I go and work over in Canada over the summer for a couple of months. That helps as well. But yeah, I pretty much just do YouTube. I treat it like a full-time job. And the numbers are kind of starting to reflect that. And I'm starting to do better. I'm starting to earn a little bit more as the months go on. Starting to get bigger fan base, more subscribers come in. Like, I'm not the biggest hockey channel, or I'm not the biggest hockey YouTuber, but I feel like I've got a really nice community of people that enjoy my videos and know the kind of videos they're going to get with my channel. And I try new things, they like it. I try some new things, they might not go down very well, but I know, like, I've got a decent audience there. So, I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this as a job if I didn't have so many people enjoying my videos. So, it's all thanks to you guys. So, cheers. I got a little bit sentimental quickly, didn't it? So, Kevin Shattenkirk got picked. He's going to be an interesting one. He's going to be a very, very interesting choice with Tampa. I want to see how he does with the Lightning. Vegas, Pittsburgh, and Detroit. Okay. So, I feel like I want to pick a forward again. Although Duncan Keith's up for offer. I might pick Keith. Provided he doesn't go from the Angry Beavers, which I think is going to happen now, isn't it? It's going to happen. I'm just going to accept it. It's going to happen. And I'm kind of okay with that. Pepsi Maxes are literally on us. Absolutely. Cheers, guys. I mean, like, I'm in the position where a lot of things I buy to, like, make the channel better is paid for by, like, ad revenue and stuff. So that's great. Like, I'm thinking about getting a new microphone, and I'm thinking about getting a new, like, chair. Because I sit and edit on this chair all day. It sucks. It's an awful chair. It's like a dining room chair. Oh, of course it is. Thanks, bud. Marcus Pettersson. I'll get back to that other point in a minute. I could round out my defensive core, or I could pick a guy like Patrick Maroon. Or Nick Bukestad. Why is he so low down this list? I feel like he played really well last year. Really? Okay. Tanner Pearson, he could have a bounce back year. Ryan Strome, I feel like, is going to be a solid guy. You know what? Let's draft Robin Lehner as my backup goalie. Why not? People have been asking for a while, so let's pick him up. Did Big Buff get drafted? Auto-drafted. So not properly drafted, but auto-drafted. Yeah, so, like, I'm thinking about getting a new chair to sit on. I'm thinking about getting a new microphone that's a little bit better quality. And I'm now in the position where ad revenue I make on my videos can start to afford that stuff. So, I'm very lucky. I mean, last year I had an absolute explosion in November, December time. I went from like 3,000 subscribers to 12,000, like in the space of a month, which was incredible. It's mainly thanks to my Whatever Happened to Tim Thomas video and my Whatever Happened to Nicholas Backstrom videos. I think it was those two. Or was it Kari Ramo? One of the two. Yeah, they did really well for me. So if they're the videos that you first saw on my channel and then decided to subscribe, thanks. So Robert Thomas goes, James Neal, Patrick Maroon, David Rittich. I think he's gone down into the minors, but that was an auto pick, so fair enough. Yeah, things are going pretty well so far. I just want to try and grow this channel as much as possible. Not expecting to be a huge YouTuber with 1 million subscribers or get millions of views on each of my videos. As long as I can make a decent living out of this, I'm not going to complain, you know? As long as I provide videos that people want to watch and enjoy, and that I enjoy making for you guys, then we'll be fine, you know? I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. Because we're now in year 5 of this channel's existence, and it's only really picked up steam this last year. So, kind of shows you how much effort has been put into this channel. I've uploaded almost 1,000 videos on this channel. So, over 5 years. 4.5. 4 and a bit. Because I started in 2015. So, yeah. Just going into a bit of backstory about the channel for those of you guys that are interested. If you're not, tell me to shut up. It's all good. Ryan Zingle gets drafted. I think he could be a good pick for Carolina. And Samuel Girard. Pretty decent choice. Pretty decent choice. Jacob Markstrom. He could have a bounce back year this year with some slightly better players in front of him. So we need 2 forwards and a defenseman. And then it's just filling in extra spots. Okay, I've got a pick coming up soon. That's good. I thought I was going to have to wait like 5 years until my next pick. Do you like Lucas Raymond? I've got to be honest, I have no idea who that is. Is that bad that I don't know who that is? I kind of feel like that's a little bit bad. I don't know. Just tell me who he is. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Just tell me. Put me out of my misery, please. Help a brother out. Curtis McElhaney goes. McElhaney's now part of the Lightning? Wow. Marcus Pettersson, I was thinking about picking him up. Roussel. Have you thought about doing draft reader videos as a kind of sister series to Draft Day Disaster? Mafia, welcome to the stream, by the way. I think this is your first comment in the stream so far. Well, welcome. Hope you guys are. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Have I draft reader videos? The reason I did the Draft Day Disaster series, or why I'm doing it, is because everybody does like proper redos. I'll get back to that in a second. Let me just find somebody to draft. So, defenseman, Michael Kemney. Neil Pionk is going to have an increased role, I think, with the Winnipeg Jets, considering their entire defensive core was obliterated. Brent Seabrook might be a nice choice. I had Pionk last year as well, I think. Eric Brandstrom, I don't know if he's going to make the roster. Adam Bockfist. But he hasn't played in the NHL, so I could pick him up on waivers if nobody really wanted him. Brent Seabrook, Zdeno Chara, Jacob Chychrun, Oscar Clefbaum, who's meant to have the better season. 31 points and 32 points. There's really not much in it then. Pionk, welcome back to the team. I always liked you as a defenseman, so welcome back. Henrik Lundqvist got chosen as well. Interesting choice. I mean, he could have a pretty solid year this year, to be fair. Get Roop Hintz, that's a pretty decent choice. Lucas Raymond is super good, if you ask me. Oh, we're talking about, like, the next draft. Oh, he plays for Frölunda. Oh, my bad. I quite like Frölunda. Decent team. They recently signed Joel Lundqvist to an extension through to 2021. Pardon me. That was very rude. Ben Record, is that how I say your name? Record, or is it Record, or let me know. Pearl Jam or Metallica? Metallica all the way. Really sad to hear that James Hetfield has had to go back to rehab. That sucks so much. Metallica is one of my all-time favourite bands, so I have pretty much all their music. I say pretty much because they've released so many like anniversary albums and live albums that I don't want the live albums. Like, they sound great, but like there just comes a point where it's like, you've got far too many albums, live albums. Bukestad is a bad pick. He's not gone yet. He shouldn't be gone yet. Charlie Coyle gets picked. I think he's going to be good for Boston, Charlie Coyle. Michael Kempney, Tyler Bozak. So we are about almost 2 hours into the live stream. We're in round 14. Okay, so still got a bit of a ways to go, but we're getting there. And no dropped frames so far, so I'm really impressed with that. Very impressed indeed, so go me. I'm the best. Any other questions you guys have asked me? Lucas Raymond, I'll have to have a look at him. I don't really pay attention to like future draft picks until like halfway through the season, till the playoffs kind of time, which I know is really bad, but like I'm more interested in the stuff that's already happened, not the stuff that may happen in the future. Like I was saying this to like I can't remember who I was saying this to recently, but it was to somebody I can't remember. I think it was to like one of my friends or something. I feel like my channel's got a really nice niche of talking about stuff that, like, I found a niche for, like, interesting stories or interesting players' careers, as opposed to, like, talking about all the stuff that happens, like, every day in the NHL. That's not to say, like, people who do that aren't doing it right. It's just, I feel like there's so many people doing that. Why not? I've always been a really big fan of history anyway, and I love learning about hockey history. So it's like, why not talk about it on the channel as well? Like, I find it interesting. Record. My favourite Metallica albums, Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning. Good choices. Good choices. Master of Puppets is a fantastic album. I do like the Black Album. The Black Album's the one I feel like I can listen to from start to finish the most. I feel like Master of Puppets and some of the other albums, like, you have the solid tracks on it. They're all really good songs. But at the same time, like, sometimes it's kind of like, I'm not really, like, in the mood for this kind of song yet. Whereas, like, the Black Album has everything you need. So, Clefbomb got picked, Coyle got picked, Michael Kempney, Tyler Bozak, Boone Jenner, Yaroslav Halak, which is a great pick. Roop Hintz, who got picked because somebody saw it in the bloody chat. Nick Bukestad, Jimmy Howard, which will be an interesting choice. Dominic Cahoon, and UC Saros. So, not bad. Do you play World Hockey Manager on phone? I think I played it a couple of times, then I saw it was riddled with microtransactions, and I got rid of it. I'm the kind of person that, like, if the game is fun enough, and it's got enough variety, and there's a bit of grind in the game, but it's not like you have to grind for, like, 1 billion hours, or pay 60 bucks to have a fun time, then, like, take EA, like, FIFA or NBA Mobile and stuff, like, they're solid games that have enough that's fun and enough like events and stuff going on that if you put the work in, you can get decent players. I don't buy loot boxes. I don't buy microtransactions. Like, not at all. I don't agree with them. I did when I was younger, but then like I did when I was like 14, 15, with my money obviously. But yeah, just no, not into that. So I need 2 more forwards. That's who I need now. And some utility player and some bench players. So let's see what's going on. Hopefully I would have picked a few guys that can play 2 or 3 forward positions. Because those guys are really useful to have. Nick Foligno's there. Carl Soderberg's gotten better. I got a really good team, but then because I was in the low leagues, couldn't earn enough money, even when I won every game. So I lost my whole team, stayed off it for a while, then went back and started. Like, okay, interesting. I might take another look at it then. I'll take a look at it. Is that the one that's like, you go up against like other people in real time? Am I thinking of the right one? I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, once again, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a good time. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Does help me out a lot. I'd love it if we could hit 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would make me very happy. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. So, Sam Montemblot, that's a bold choice. Brian Little's gone, Vlasic's gone, Pearson's gone, Soderberg, Crawford, Tanev, and Joe Morrow. I mean, whether he actually gets signed to the New York Rangers or not, I think he will. I think he's had an okay preseason. I think he's had a good enough preseason to showcase he could be a good 7th, 8th defenseman. Like, he'll be reliable when injuries hit. Very similar to the job he had with Winnipeg last year. Zdeno Chara. Not quite a point getter anymore, but not a bad choice. But real teams people have made. Interesting video idea. Whatever happened to Tyler Ennis? He's still in the league, isn't he? I thought he's still with the Maple Leafs. The only one... So, here's a point for those of you who, like, offer me whatever happened to video ideas. I only want to know of players that were really good in the league and are now... that kind of disappeared without anybody realising. Or players that have retired and ended up playing a few years overseas or retired abruptly or for no reason. I've got an idea for my next whatever happened to. I'm not divulging it now, so nice try. But still, you know. I've got a few more picks to my next pick. Corey Schneider, he's going to have a bounce back year. Danton Heinen, Mikko Koskinen, I think he could have an okay year. If I remember correctly, he's playing in Ottawa. Oh yeah, he might have been part of that trade, mightn't he? He was traded from the Leafs to Ottawa. Okay, there you go. Yeah. There's a lot of goalies up for offer now. Jesus, look how many goalies are available now. Georgiev's a nice pickup for anybody that's interested. I've already got 2 goalies, so I probably won't pick him up. How are you doing? I would have come to stream earlier. I've been watching Blackhawks versus Icebarn, but no worries, man. No worries. How's the game going? I saw it was 1-1 last time I checked. Is it still 1-1? I can't remember. What forwards do we still have available? Kirill Kaprizov. Well, there's no point picking him. Don't pick Kirill Kaprizov. He's still playing in the KHL and he's leading the league in points at the moment. So, don't pick him. I mean, you can if you want to. Just don't pick him. Going to be a lot of goalies for the auto drafter. Good. That means I don't have to pick them. See, I already got Martin Jones and Robin Lehner, so I got some decent guys there. Casey Middlestat might be a good choice here. Nolan Patrick's going to be interesting. So Connor Brown got picked. So Colin White, no. Anthony Duclair, he might have a bounce back year. Whatever happened to Ben Bevan? Pavel Buchnevich could be a good player. I feel like if he gets top line time, he's going to have a good year. I don't know why he's not got any projected stats for this year. I feel like he's going to be the best choice. Justin Williams, but he's not playing at the moment. Joe Thornton, he's back. Obviously, he could be a good sleeper pick. Travis Zajac. Lars Eller. Yeah, I'm going to go for Buchnevich. I've already got 2. Should I? Yeah, I feel like he's going to have a good year. He had a good second half of the season last year. He's probably going to be playing with Panarin and Zibanejad. Let's pick him. Why not? Let's do it. I feel that's going to be a good pick. You can draft Yager. He's playing in Kladno for the Czech League at the moment, so don't pick Jaromir Yager unless you want to waste a roster spot. It's up to you guys. Feel free. You just be you, guys. You just live your best life. We will haunt the fantasy league. I would have found it quite funny if somebody picked a team that was just full of players that aren't playing in the league this year. Maybe one of them gets like a 1-game stint, you get like 3 points. That would have been quite funny. I mean, a complete waste of a team, but funny nonetheless. See if you could go the whole season with 0 points. Just smash the system. It's kind of like draft day disaster. Just try and make it as bad as possible. That was a good pick with Buchnevich. Thank you very much. I've got Panarin, I've got Buchnevich, and I've got Jacob Trouba. I've got all of the Rangers' big guns. Thinking Bokvist next. What do you think? I'm not even sure if he's playing this year. I don't know if he's playing. I would imagine he is. The last I heard of it, he was doing quite well in the preseason. So top line suffering, you have Brett and Bush. Yeah, but Panarin's a point per game guy. I have a feeling he's going to be a point per game guy this season as well. You know. Yeah. Why not? So, round 16 of 22. We're almost there, guys. We're 3/4 of the way through. That's not... No, we're not. That's not how that works. I'm just going to stop talking. Oh, Odd Man Rush, you idiot. So I need to pick another forward. Then we've got utility players and bench players. So I'm almost there. Oh, I'm on the clock again. Wow, I didn't even realise I was on the clock next. So let's pick another forward. Kirill Kaprizov. Tolvanen's gone down to the AHL. Duclair might be a nice choice. Justin Williams, Joe Thornton, Brent Connolly, who's playing for Florida now. Jared McCann. Oh, yeah, he's with Pittsburgh now, isn't he? What's his projection? They don't have a projection for him. Great. Hinostrosa, probably not. Blake Coleman. Frank Vetrano. Yeah, maybe. Chris Tierney. Oh, you're going to get beaten up next time you play Vancouver. Cody Eakin. Alex Chason. If he's on a line with Connor McDavid, like he was last year, he's going to have a pretty decent year. He scored 22 goals, for God's sake. But if he's not, it's going to kind of suck as a pick. I've only got 37 seconds. Jumbo Joe, why not? Let's go Joe Thornton. He always puts up a decent amount of points, you know? I mean, he's on another 1-year contract. Why not? So, yeah. How's everything going? 24 people still watching. That's not too bad. It's about half of what we were expecting, or half of what it was before. But, I mean, we've been streaming for 2 hours now. Just gone 2 hours and 1 minute. And we haven't had any technical problems. I feel like I've jinxed it, but I'm so glad that we haven't. You know? Just, yay me. I'm great. So I think I'll probably pick a defenseman next, because I've got... Yeah, I feel like I want the utility as a defenseman. Oh, I've got an idea of a guy who I could play. But I don't know if he'll be in the system as that. I've just had a thought, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. I'm not sure that's going to work. No, I'm not going to risk it. We'll see who's available when I get my next pick, which will be in like 14 years' time. So we'll just keep on rolling. Let's check what the Twitterverse has to say. Anything interesting going on there? The Nottingham Panthers lost their game in a shootout, which was thrilling. It sucks for Panthers fans, but Glasgow take 4 of a possible 4 points. I don't think he's going to complain, or they're going to complain. So Zajac, Vanek, Blackwood, and Cam Talbot have all gone. Nice, pretty decent. Roop Hintz is the... Wow, so okay, I'll give you the top 10 fantasy sleepers. So the top 10 fantasy sleepers, according to NHL Fantasy... Roop Hintz for the Dallas Stars, Darcy Kemper, Nazem Kadri, Josh Morrissey, Alex Galchenyuk, Jacob Markstrom, Philip Hronik, Jacob Vrana, Andreas Jonsson, and Nikita Gusev. And I have none of them, so that's great. Philip Hronik, I think, is the only one that's still available, and now that I've said that, give it about 20 seconds and Hronik will be picked by somebody. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? Olofsson, he had 3 goals in pre-season. Not too bad, not too bad. Then again, there's only so much you can take from pre-season production. Because, especially early on in the season, or early on in the pre-season, they're very much playing prospects or AHL guys. So, if they do really well in the first half of the pre-season, take it with a pinch of salt. That's not to say that they won't have a good season. That's not to say that they'll definitely have an awful season. Just, you've got to know the context of this stuff. Don't always immediately assume, oh, he had 6 goals in the preseason. He's going to have a fantastic year. He might have had 6 goals against a team full of AHL players and prospects in games 1, 2, and 3. And then once he actually played NHL competition, forgot how to score. What's UTL? Utility player. That's a player that you can have as either a forward or a defenseman that you slot into your lineup as well. So you have to have like a certain amount of forwards, you have to have a certain amount of defense. Then the utility player can be either, depending on like who's playing that day. If you want to have like an extra defenseman in the lineup because you can't pick between 2, it just gives you an extra, basically a Swiss Army knife kind of thing. You know, it's all good. Still got ages till my next pick. Oh my god. Still got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's more bench players, isn't there? Oh, I thought there were only 3 bench players. There's 5. Yay! Marcus Nutavara, Eric Brandstrom. Well, it depends if he makes the lineup or not. Laurent Brissot, whether he actually gets to play, I don't know. So, 1 utility and 5 bench players. So basically, the tip for fantasy hockey, by the way, guys, bench players. Bench the players that aren't playing that day. Play the players that are. And if you can't decide, play the players that you know are probably going to get points. Bench the players that might not. I only picked Vestline because I was with him and be a pro in Shell 19. Fair enough. I mean, that's a good enough reason as any. Lace TD, Laka TD Hockey. I've probably butchered your name, but hello. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I am. I've been sat in front of a fantasy hockey drafting screen for the last 2 hours. Kind of want to go insane, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's been nice to talk hockey. It's been nice to kind of have like a more relaxed environment that's not like a podcast where you have to get through a certain amount of topics and stuff, you know? I just enjoy like being able to chill. Chill. Why not? When in doubt, chill it out. That's not a phrase that I reckon I'll be saying at any point in the future. But I said it, so you're welcome. I'm only on question 3. Ben, come on. Step it up, son. Step it up. Looking at my team, Zuccarello, Nutavara, Heinen and Kako. This team's either going to the top or going to flop. And I love the ballsy attitude, edgelord. I love it. You're an edgelord for a reason. Bouchard gets picked. Corpusalo might be a nice pickup. Very, very good sleeper pick there, I think, if he wins the starting netminder job. Philip Zadina. Didn't he go down to the minors? I think he got sent down. So you might want to keep an eye on him, but don't be surprised if he doesn't play. Matt Niskanen, not bad. He's not going to be a guy that puts up points, but a decent pick nonetheless. Like, if you were drafting an actual NHL team, he'd be a solid bottom pair defenseman for you. Maybe bottom 3. Maybe top 4 if you're really pushing it, but I wouldn't say so, you know. Yeah. Jimmy VC. I'm very interested to see how VC plays this year. Very interested. He's either going to do really well, or he's going to, he's just going to fade into obscurity again. Because, of course, he didn't want to play for Buffalo in the first place. He left Buffalo to then sign as a free agent. I'm pretty sure that's how that worked. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Why isn't Justin Williams going? Because he announced that he was taking a break from hockey and might come back later on in the season. So don't pick him. He might not come back this year. He might do, in which case, perfect. But he still won't put up that many points. Because he will have missed like half the season, a couple of months. He said he's been liking playing with Eichel. I mean, if it goes well for VC, fair play. Alec Martinez. Who picked Alec Martinez? He's not allowed in this fantasy league. Alec Martinez. Haven't forgotten Martinez. Haven't forgotten. Damn it, Alec Martinez. For those of you who don't understand why I don't like Alec Martinez, go watch a clip of Game 5 of the 2014 Stanley Cup Finals. You'll understand. Alec Martinez. I feel like I need to do a video on just Alec Martinez. Just like 5 interesting facts about Alec Martinez. Broke my heart in 2014. Sorry, I just get somebody put on the Discord. Sorry, had to pick Martinez. I love it. Martinez, Merzlinkins, if he wins the job, if he wins the Columbus Blue Jackets job, he's going to be doing fine. Merzlinkins, Chitron, Reimer, DeSmith, Cogliano, Hayton, Tierney, Demko, Miller. I know who I'm picking next. It's a bold choice. It's a choice that people probably wouldn't go for, but I'm picking him nonetheless, guys. I'm picking him. I'm gambling on this one. I'm gambling on it. Oh, speaking of Sidney Crosby, he's having his number retired by the entirety of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. After this season, nobody will wear number 87. Ilya Kovalchuk, welcome to the team, bud. I've got to do it for my ex-captain of SKA St. Petersburg. He was great for that team. He was so good. Absolutely killed it. And plus he screwed over the Devils. I mean, I don't agree with what he did, but, you know, Rangers, Devils. That's a really bad way to justify it, isn't it? Cole Caulfield, that's an interesting choice. Okay, interesting. If he makes the roster, good. If he doesn't, then again, I'm going to be picking a few players like that soon. But based on, like, I have an indication of whether they're being picked or not. So, 2001 or 2001 overall Ilya Kovalchuk, absolutely. I'm going to throw a huge wild card next. Heads up. I'm ready. I'm so ready for it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Byron was sent back to the WHL, so that's a solid auto draft right there. Exactly. It's like, let's go. Yeah, I'll take this one. Why not? He's probably added him to his list. I picked Betsky because of another comment somewhere. Go for it, yeah. Pick Sven Betsky. Do it, man. Do it. Drake Batherson, whether he makes the lineup, I don't know. Jonas Donskoy, I feel like that's a good sleeper pick. Bokvist has finally gone. Oh, it's my pick next. I feel like we're all just going for guys that may or may not make the roster now. I feel like I could either take advantage of this and take like a legitimate player, or instead go for some other guys that I'm interested in. Michael Matheson, Brady Shea. I don't want to pick another Rangers player, but I feel like Brady Shea's going to have a good season, especially with Trouba. Oh, why am I doing this? Why do I do this to myself? Ryan Murray, he had 1 goal last year. Ooh, that's not very good. I'm on the clock. Damn it. Here we go. Vitaly Kravtsov. Boom. Yeah. I'm joining the train, guys. I'm joining the train. The hype train. The may or may not play in the league this year. So let's see how it goes. Hype train, you know? I love it. It's great. I'm having so much fun. Kravtsov may get sent down tomorrow. I'll just trade him or keep him at the bottom. It's all good. It's not a waste of a roster spot. He's a solid young player. God, he's got some moves as well. Jesus, his game in me looking at the draft chart who picked Kravtsov. That's me. Blake Coleman is Blake. Oh, that's a great choice. Why didn't I think of that one? Oliver Bjorkstrand. Oh, my pick's not for ages. Someone's going to pick him within like 20 seconds. God damn it. Why? I chose Poling. Poling's a pretty decent choice. He might be picked. Let's see how things go. Arundel. That's a place. Actually, I'm going with minor surprise, then maybe big. Okay. Malcolm Subban. No, I had Coleman queued. Well, you're going to get him before I do. I haven't got a pick for ages, mate. Yeah, for sure. You're going to have him before I do. We're in the 19th round of the draft. Do you have Discord? Yes, I do. There should be a link for it somewhere. I'm kind of in the middle of something, so... So give it to me now. I'm doing a live stream. You know, it's all good. Sorry, just responding to a message. Excuse me, how rude of me. I feel like you guys get to do other stuff while this happens as well. But Odd Man Rush, it's your live stream. Shut up! Just because you're right. Bear with me, I just can't spell. Why did you pick Yaga? Why? Maybe send the Discord link in the chat. Can somebody get on that for me, please? Or do I have to do it? Do I have to do it? I probably have to do it. I'll do it. Right, let me find the Discord link. Just go through videos and find... No, it's alright. If you guys want to join the Discord, I'll find the link for you. It's alright. Just got to find where it is first. Bear with me. I'll find it. I probably won't. No, I'll find it. Wait. Here we go. I think I got it. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? I just want the link. I can't find it. I'm genuinely trying. Like, my phone's right here. I'm genuinely trying to find it. That's because I'm using the phone. Wait, is this it? No, that's not it. I sound like one of those villagers in Minecraft. I'm trying. I really am. Has he gone yet? Coleman, no. Frank Vetrano had 24 goals last year. I mean, that's a decent pick. Casey Zizekas might be a nice pick as well. I'm going to find... Oh, wait, here we go. No, here we go. Right. Invite copied. Perfect. Wait. Set this link to never expire. Invite links expire every 1 day by default. Sure. Say thank you, Odd Man Rush. Oh, did you not pick him? Thanks. Geordie Ben and Michael Matheson. Right. YouTube. Stuff. Yes. What? I'm getting there. Guys, you put me on the spot here. Ah. Right. Discord link. Here we go. Here we go. And boop. There you go. It expires in a day. Do it now. I'm not doing it again. Right. There we go. You're welcome. Anyway, back to more important things. Like hockey. That's quite important. Rocco Grimaldi. Edgelord, I love your team. I want your team to win. I really do. You got guys like Rocco Grimaldi, Jaromir Jagr. You've got more guys playing outside of the NHL than you do in the NHL. And I love it. I love it. Perfect. So I've got, what, 6 more picks until mine? That's not too bad. Hope you guys have been enjoying the stream. You know what? While I'm here, I'm going to stick a link to my Patreon in the chat, if that's okay with you guys. I mean, it's my chat, so I can do it if I want. But still, I'd just like to check with you guys. I believe it's... You know, if you want to help support the channel a little bit more, I would appreciate it. Once we get back up to 10 patrons a month... we're on 8 at the moment, I believe. Once we're at 10, I'm going to do Patreon-only live streams again. It should be this. Just typing it in the chat for you. Boop. Yeah, that should be it. Is that it? I don't know. It should be. Something like that. Patreon.com/oldmanrush. Something like that. Alexander Wenberg, that's a decent choice. No Discord has to update for me to join. Ah, I see. I'm just choosing bench players now, aren't I? I've got 4 more picks. 3 more picks? 4 more picks. Yeah. 4 picks. I'll start watching this channel again if I see NHL. Oh, hockey? Dude! You mean you don't watch it every day anyway? How rude. You gotta watch the channel anyway, because I'm great. Look at me. I'm beautiful. Michael Rasmussen, Linus Ullmark, Cody Glass. So we're getting a lot of like players that will probably make the lineup and have okay rookie seasons, I guess. Guess we'll find out. Oh, it's almost my pick, boys. Who am I gonna pick? Who am I gonna pick? Who am I gonna pick? Frolik and Ella are so much lower than they should be. Yeah. Well, yeah, Ella had, what, 36 points? It's because it's based on points more than anything. And Frolik, yeah, where's Frolik? Yeah, he had 34 points. Be a man that could be called a flop right now. Oh no. Don't pick who you're gonna pick. Try and stop me, Ben. Boom, boom. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Da, da, da. I feel like if I sing any more of that, I might get hit with a copyright strike. But I've got to do it. Da, 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 da. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da. Yeah, Blake Coleman. Welcome to the team, buddy. Okay, so I've got 3 more players to pick. Yager's already been picked. Just I see Ben's heart crush before his very eyes. Yeah, he's already gone. Yager's already gone. Edgelord, I'm gonna trade to get Kako, even if I have to give away half my roster. Okay, I'm not going that far, but still. Oscar Lindbaum, not too bad. I've got another guy I'm interested in picking, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Got 3 more picks. I've got another pick coming up soon, so we'll see. Jesse Puljavi. He's playing in Finland. Oh, that's an interesting choice. What's happened to Jesse Puljujarvi? How was he doing? I know he did well when he first got there. I don't know how well he's doing points-wise now. So after I'm done, I'll watch the stream. I feel kind of bad for the auto draft because they're going to have a ton of goalies. That's not my problem. You turn up to the draft. Made it clear when it was happening. Just saying. Get Kakko and Yager in one trade. I feel like I'd have to give up half my team to get them. I feel like Ilya Kovalchuk's going to bounce back this year. I'm just putting it out there. I feel like he's going to have a 20-25 goal season. And from my utility player, I'll be pleased with that. Tyson Jost has gone. Jost, I don't care. Call him what you want. Josty boy. Josty Bojangles. Let's call him that. That's how I feel like half of you face palmed. And I'm okay with that. I live with my decisions. Alexander Nylander. Oh yeah, because he's with Chicago now, isn't he? I completely forgot. Because they traded... they traded a defenseman for him, and I can't remember who it was now. Tisson Gist. Tisson Gist. Brett Pesci. Nice. Martin Necas. Interesting. Oh, it's my pick soon. I know who I'm going to pick. Ben Sherratt. He's a decent player. Not a fantasy hockey guy, but a decent player nonetheless. Pick Sebastian Aho. He's already been picked, I'm pretty sure. He probably got picked like halfway through. Oh, you're talking about New York Islanders. Sebastian Aho. Should pick Dion Phaneuf. He's not with a team. Don't pick Dion Phaneuf. Don't do that to yourself, please. Just so you know, I ain't giving Kakko away easily. Edgelord, I will fight you for Capo Kakko. He is my lord and saviour, and I want him. Georgiev already got picked, didn't he? Pretty sure he did. So I'd take him if he was still available. No, he's already gone. Fair enough. Dmitry Orlov. Dionyve Pornhoof. That's great. I love that. I definitely don't know what I'm doing now. I'm not giving away my hometown boy. Edgelord. We're going to have to talk about this. Phoenix Copley's the guy they currently want me to pick. Well, I mean, I could either go for Chason. If he plays with Mcdavid, he'll probably score 20 goals. Or I can go for Frank Vetrano, who scored 24 goals last season for the Florida Panthers. And the Panthers haven't got worse. I'm surprised Vetrano's still around. I'll pick him. If he scores 24 goals, I ain't complaining. Welcome to the team, Frank Vetrano. Now I've got ages before my final two picks. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours, so we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. And Niall Yakupov. He's played really well for SK St. Petersburg. He's on a line with Sergei Plotnikov and Yuri Laterra. 3 players that used to be in the NHL, but didn't quite cut it. Niall Yakupov, obviously the most high-profile one. You've got Laterra, who got done for potentially, allegedly, being part of a cocaine ring. Which I did a video on. And, yeah. Plotnikov just couldn't find regular playing time. So, you can't get Yakupov. Yeah, because he's with SK St. Petersburg. But the Laterra, Yakupov, Plotnikov line is actually, like, tearing it up at the moment. No, it's not. No, Yakupov isn't on the line with them. He's with, they're with Vladimir Chaikov, who's playing really well. He's like a point per game at the moment this year. He's doing fantastic. You can get Niall Yakupov. Oh my god, I didn't think you could get him. Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting him to be a choice. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm really hungry. Just thought I'd put it out there. Super hungry. Kinda want some food. We're almost there, though. Baby steps, folks. Baby steps. Wild card. God's sake. Dan Girardi, don't choose him. He's retired. Edgelord, that means you too. Ryan Reeves, David Savard, Troy Stetcher. Don't you hate it when you got to breathe manually? Absolutely. Like, you'd think you would have managed to, like auto do that. Brendan Smith is just a defenseman. Disappointing. Disappointing. He played forward last night. Make him both. You know, Conor McDavid, just get his discount version. Conor McMichael. Luke Kunin, Nolan Foote. Oh yeah, the Foot Brothers. They've gone down to the AHL, so good luck with that one, Chris. We went through this round fast. Yeah, it's going quite quickly, actually. I would imagine some of you have started to, like, queue players up. As you see, that's not my style. Is Igor in here? He's not. Igor Shesterkin is not a player you can pick. That's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Tyler Toffoli, that's probably a decent pick at this round. Ivan Barbashev. Okay, some decent guys going here. There's still some 20 goal scorers here. Like, two guys that have still scored 20 goals in the NHL. I mean, one of them's not playing, but still. Has Arturi Lehkonen been picked? I don't know. Your style is wait until the last 10 seconds, then panic or listen to the YouTube chat. Don't know which is worse. Fair enough. You caught me, alright? You caught me. Is Kapanen still on the board? I don't believe so. Yeah. I'm getting really hot in this room now. This room, like, my room just gets really warm. Vasily Podkolzin, he's playing in the MHL. Great pick, buddy. Oh, it's my pick soon. I'm almost done. I've almost picked my team. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, my God. Why do I feel like that's really a PA Parento? He's the last guy you can pick. That's kind of sad. That's what I wanted. Fantasy points. Mid-draft, I suppose. Yeah. Artem Anisimov. Arturi Lehkonen's now gone. 2 more picks, then it's me. And then figure out what's going on. I was doing my own fantasy draft while listening to this, so I missed a couple of picks here and there. No worries, Carl. No worries, man. It's all good. You've been here most of the time. That's all that matters. Yeah. So, lovely weather we're having, right, guys? I'm sorry. I'm at that point where I just don't know what to say anymore. I've constantly talked for the last, 12 years. That's not true. I'm just lying now. I've gone from going crazy to lying. Disgraceful, really. It's my pick after this one. I feel like I need to get a defenseman as a utility player. Brady Shea, sure. I didn't want to pick another Rangers player, but there you go. You made me do it, Fantasy Sports. You happy? You happy? I feel like I could do with another goalie, but I feel like that'd be a waste of a roster spot because you can only play one every day. Cody Ceci, that could be an interesting choice. Could be a good bounce back. Kako, Yager, and Yakupov. No, we have a flood and hurricane coming. Yeah, I heard that. I heard we have a flood and a hurricane coming. Hopefully you Welsh get it more than we do. I don't really want it. I live where there's, no crazy weather. So, I live in, East England. So, I've almost finished my Pepsi Max. Don't worry, guys. I've managed to ration it out until the end of the stream. You know what I'm going to do after this? Have a nice big bowl of cereal. Cereal's the way to go, folks. Cereal tastes so much better in the evenings than it does during the day. And that's a scientific fact, okay? I have scientific studies to prove it. They're not legitimate scientific studies because they've all been done by me, and I'm not a scientist, but still, that's not the point. The point is, I love cereal, and you can't take that away from me. I'm going crazy. I'm at that point now, folks. Hey, Ben's finished his draft. Well done, bud. Got one more player to pick. He's coming up after this choice. I can still pick a guy that scored 19 goals in the NHL last year. That's crazy. Crosby, Kakko, Zuccarello are going. That's going to be a solid line, though. What do you think of non-dairy milks? Coconut, almond, soya, milk. I like rice milk. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a lot nicer than it sounds. It's very sweet. I like it. Soya milk's okay. I don't like coconut or almond milk. I like rice milk and soy milk. They're nice. Jared McCann, why not? Boom. Your roster is now full and you have completed your draft. Hey, go me. I'm the best. So, my roster for the 1920 Fantasy Hockey League season. Matthew Tkachuk, Artemi Panarin, Cam Atkinson, Logan Couture, Josh Bailey. It was Josh Bailey. I thought it was Justin Bailey. Josh Bailey, Jake DeBrusque, Gustav Nyquist, Pavel Bushnevich, Joe Thornton. They're my forwards, or my starting forwards. Then we've got John Klingberg, Alex Petrangelo, Jacob Trouba, Travis Sanheim, and Neil Pionk. My utility player is Ilya Kovalchuk. My goaltenders are Martin Jones and Robin Lehner. My bench players are Vitaly Kravtsov, Blake Coleman, Frank Vetrano, Brady Shea, and Jared McCann. Hey, go me. So, we'll just wait until the last few picks have been made, then we can officially call it a stream. I said it was going to be about 3 hours. It's about 2.5 hours. I'm impressed, guys. It's about the same kind of time as a hockey game would take to watch from start to finish, including ads. So, go me. Now, while we're waiting, actually, I have a request from a few of you. Picking Rick Nash, Jesus Christ. I'm just going to bring up Twitter for you, folks, because I want you guys to do a favour for me. First of all, follow Oddman Rush on Twitter, at OddmanRushYT. Do it, or you're a scrub. Also, go and follow Brits on Bruins. Go and follow at Brits on Bruins. I want to get as many subs on here or as many followers on here as possible. It starts tomorrow. Also, maybe go and follow the Hockey Podcast Network. So I think, is their website up and running now? No, it's going to be up and running tomorrow. Guys, please, 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 please listen to the first episode of Brits on Bruins tomorrow. I would really appreciate it. I don't know what time it's going out, but I'd really appreciate it if you listen to it. That would help me out a lot. It'd be awesome. So yeah, go and follow those Twitter pages. No one took Rick Nash, by the way. Yes, they did. The Ohio Trapezoids did. Or is the draft complete? No, there's still people making picks. So yeah, I'm done with my draft, so I'm happy with the players that I've picked up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the draft. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Tomorrow we'll have another episode of the Icing on the Skate podcast with myself and Chris, so make sure you tune in for that. It will be fun. I don't really know what else to say. We've pretty much come to the end of the stream. So, you know what? Instead of waiting another 10 minutes for everybody to be finished drafting, I'm going to end the stream here, folks. It's been 2.5 hours. We managed to get through it all. I'm really hungry. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a blast sitting here talking to you guys about hockey and the channel and stuff like that, and making you try and follow and subscribe to all of my stuff. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this Fantasy Hockey Live Draft for the 1920 season. Thank you to everybody who subscribed and everybody that's started watching my videos during the stream and stuff. My most recent video hit 10,000 views, so that happened during the stream, so thanks for that. Really do appreciate it. You guys are great. You're awesome as always. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again for the Icing on the Skate podcast tomorrow. But for now, goodbye.